welcome to Dragons in the Dining Room, where we play D&D in our dining room.
Because we're dragons.
Alright, so goofiness is already here. I want to say thank you to War Dog for joining us. I hear that you're fairly new to the D&D scene, so welcome. I hope you enjoy the show.
We're sorry in advance.
I wouldn't say we're sorry.
We're sorry for your ears.
Ron, hello.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah, hopefully if you're a headphone user, just be
Oh,
warned.
Axel's here.
Actually, you need to do quote number 3 because we just had a new follower. So thank you.
Have our quotes been fixed?
Sort of. I might have to remember them again. I'm not sure.
That's
Okay.
But I did look into the other ones. Yeah, like I said, I had to do a little bit of reordering and trimming of certain ones, so they will shuffle a little bit. So, again, welcome. Today is going to be Sand and Magic. Sand and Magic is based on the Tyranny of Dragon modules that I have adjusted into a Egyptian theme. And apparently we had a dice bag explode on the floor, so that's kind of amusing.
No, just Bart in the North knocking stuff around.
Not missing a
as usual.
So.
Yeah, no, I
That's
was
a
only
good thing.
missing one.
Caltrops are bad.
That's it.
D4s hurt worse than Legos.
We're good.
Especially the metal
Jacks.
Jacks
Those
are the
Jacks
worst.
were worse.
Oh
For
my
those of us
Lord.
old
If-
enough.
If anybody
Don't step on a
about
jack.
Legos
Okay,
has obviously never
if
stepped
we
on
want
a
to go
jack.
that route, I have stepped on a caltrop before. So,
Still.
like literally, I owned caltrops and stepped on one on accident.
Why am I not?
Good job.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It was
It's
hidden
not
inside the carpet
Why was it hidden inside the carpet, Thaco?
Yes.
because I was using it as a theft deterrent when we went on vacation.
And you forgot
How
about
old were
it.
you?
24.
And see, I was
Old
hoping-
enough to know better.
See, I thought you were gonna say like 10, 11.
No,
That
heck
would've been-
no.
No, I was a
No.
full-blown almost adult.
You were a full adult.
Okay,
No,
to be
I'm
fair, I've
still a
seen
full-blown almost adult.
most of the people 24 and they're not adults.
Yeah, there's.
I
If they-
resemble that remark.
When
I very much resemble that remark. I
yes.
You
adore
are
her.
an adult.
he found it.
I've seen 19 that
So-
are adults.
We left off on our last session with
I don't think we do.
the party having been told to stay in the Sultan's palace because things are going crazy in the city itself. Liching Hour, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Lich.
Hey, Lich.
Liching Hour is one of our Heroes Approved friends, stream team members, and all around really fun guy to watch with all of his video producing and DMing. Viva la Dungeon! And the cheers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the cheers.
Viva la coffee and the dungeon.
Viva la coffee, yes.
This is what my brain did. This if that's what this is starting as, when you said lich, this is what my brain did.
Yep. That works.
This
might
is gonna
have
be an
this-
interesting night.
You are having bad ears today.
No, it's not bad ears. Saying lich, and then it finished it as a phrase.
Yeah, I understand.
If that's how this is starting,
Well, it's been a good run, you guys. Have a great night.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh. Hey, Kit Kat, welcome back.
Rolling.
So, you guys are what in the heck? Oh, 8 minutes into
Yeah,
stream
I'm
and
gonna do
Roxy
what she's
gotcha.
doing for them.
Somebody's already
She
been
started
clipped.
this one.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, who's being clipped?
Loxy.
Wait, why am I being clipped? What did I do?
I don't know.
I didn't do
Eight
anything
minutes
for
into the
once.
stream.
It might be a previous stream.
It's most definitely a previous stream.
Oh, it's from a
because I'm not-
24-hour session. Gotcha.
Oh, good God.
So you
8
guys,
minutes.
I am not responsible for anything that has happened during that.
you guys are stuck in the palace because things are going crazy in the city. Giant scorpions were attacking.
Is Jimmy okay?
Unfortunately, you don't know that right now because
He's got a case of the rum.
Don't laugh. What if he does and you're gonna feel like
I know.
don't eat the tacos, guys.
The,
There's something in the shells.
the town is being beset on by giant scorpions.
That's not seasoning.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh.
Too far.
Hey, Grouch Couch.
Hey,
Grouch Couch.
This is not going to be a good
Grouch
day.
Couch would also be one of our Heroes Approved Stream Team friends. They are doing a whole bunch of reruns right now, leading up to their Season 6 Session 0 show. So if you guys are bored and there's nothing on Twitch, check these guys out. If you're not bored and you want to see something on Twitch, check these guys out.
I
If you're
can't
on
keep
Twitch,
up with them.
check these guys out. They're fun.
They're a blast.
And yeah, they are.
Hilarious.
They are.
Kind of makes me sad because this was a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to do
for-
the shout outs here because that's the fun
I
stuff.
started that before. I'm sorry.
All the shout outs.
But
Yes,
it
all
was
the
your
ladies
show.
here are pretty. I just have to be very, very kind to one of them because she's married to me and I have to live with her.
Aw, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Stitch that I was doing, so it's super tight.
Hello, pretty lady.
So
Oh,
while
Dee.
you guys were being cordoned off inside the Sultan's palace, there was a moment where you decided to go down to the slave quarters
Yeah.
and grab one of the two slaves that you hadn't visited since you dropped her off in the stables.
Oops.
She
Guys.
seemed like she was okay.
I wasn't gonna go on a damn slave thing by myself.
Yeah.
Hello, I would
You
become
have-
one.
You have good cause. You have good cause.
I had my hands full with the other one.
And to be fair, I think if I went there by myself too after the night at the tavern, people might get the wrong idea.
What are you doing
Wrong
You
here?
idea.
You
Oh
brought-
no, don't capture me. I have tripped and fallen into these shackles. Sorry, I'm done. I'm not wrong.
I just tripped into a shawari.
And if anybody was wondering what the Shatner purchase was going to look like, there you go.
I can't mouth it.
After you brought your slave up to your rooms, you had a conversation with this slave by the name of Blue Wind, released her from her bonds of slavery, and she has decided to join with the party to try and find a way home. However, still wearing the collar as a guise of being a slave. And we left off with a letter being sent to a certain guard
Yeah, to make sure he was okay.
that you were concerned as to whether or not I was going to read this out loud.
Oh
on
God,
screen.
please don't.
Do
Do
it!
it! Don't
Please
do
do
it!
it! Chat demands
Please
it.
don't.
The
Read
players
it,
submit.
read it, read it, read it, read it.
You're outvoted.
Hold on. We will do this the right way.
I'm still gonna be eating grapes.
Axel's in there
Because I'm gonna
too with
you're
read
gonna be
it.
like, ooh, these are good. Like you're gonna see that look on my
It's
face.
okay.
Like, ooh.
We can just put the masks back on. So we can just put the masks back on. Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
No, you don't.
I saw that you were wearing that. Was it last night?
Yeah.
All right,
There
there
we
we go. Anybody who's in chat can make a vote.
Wait, can we vote too?
Anybody who's
Axel,
in chat.
read it, read it,
I don't
read
see
it.
it. It might only be desktop because I don't see
And
it.
I'm going to pull this up so that you guys
Yeah, I
can
don't
see.
see it either.
Here's one.
Ouch.
There,
So,
I'm sure that was. I'm
Spare
sure that
bar.
was Axel.
there. Now nobody knows it's me.
there we go.
Sure. One of the cat ears.
Is there cat?
Oh, somebody loves me. Who loves me?
Oh. It won't let me vote on my phone.
Yeah, I can't vote on my phone either.
But I vote
It
I.
lets me vote on mine.
It does. It's not letting me vote on mine.
Nope.
It let me vote last time we did a poll, but
I know. That's weird.
It looks like it's.
oh, 2 people love me. I love you too, 2 people.
However, it looks like with the votes closed, we are
Two.
not
I poured
sparing.
my heart into that.
You
I
know he's
know.
gonna probably read it.
You guys.
Thank
All
you
right.
for submitting your.
So thank you, chat, for submitting your votes. We will now be embarrassing the heck out of Bard in the North at a later time during this stream.
Quick,
Wait, at a later time?
Yeah, you're not sure when he's going to
quick,
receive
somebody
it or
messaged
if
me to watch.
he's going to receive it.
Okay.
When a certain someone stream is when
Quick,
it's
somebody
gonna
messaged me.
I am all over it, you
You
guys.
guys. So
At the
much.
moment, you are all in.
Wait, can I see the letter again so I can remind myself of what I read?
how
No.
It's out. You can't
You
reread
gave
a
it to
letter
the
after
DM. You gave it to the slave lady so she could bring it to the guard.
I was gonna say, Joe, because I could hold it right here and she could read it from here.
Oh,
but I'm
no,
not
no,
handing
no.
it to her.
It is no longer in her hands as a character, so the DM.
Sweetie, he's married to me. Do you really think he's gonna fall for something like that?
All right.
Through the
So
shot.
chat is appeased. And look, chat. Right here. It
Ooh.
even has the guard captain's name on there, and the guard's name is Jimmy.
Jimmy.
So what we're hearing is clip this and email. Got it.
No.
It will be immortalized forever on YouTube and our VODs. So,
Oh.
you guys are in Kito's room.
Yeah. I don't have my axe.
Or no, sorry, Katie's room. You guys
Yeah.
are in Katie's room.
Because I've got the nicer bed.
You are in Katie's room.
What does
You
that
have
have to do
Blue
with
Wind.
anything?
You
Well,
have
'cause
Blue
it's
Wind
comfy
and
to sit
Jeffrey there.
We're eating grapes.
Oh yeah.
I
Eating
gave him.
grapes.
I
I'm
gave.
still snacking with him.
Yep. And you guys just got done speaking to each other about we need to find a way to get everybody home.
So
There is also, if you recall, there was the issue with the Sultan
yes.
trying to keep a face while having the advisor that he knows something's hinky with. You have the Master of Whispers who would let you know that there is something hinky going on, some sort of spell may have been cast that makes it so that everybody in the town is unawares of the cultists.
So
There's also the issue of the magic carpet that you're supposed to get for the Master of
you're
Whispers.
telling
We'd
me
like to get our shit back from them too.
the
And-
fate of the world. Go ahead.
And
Please get Asha's stuff back.
you had been asked if you could make your way back into the tunnels to help the group that is hidden in the tunnels find their way up to the basement of that one house.
We should make a
God, I
list.
feel like a mom. Too many stuff to do.
So you're telling me the fate of the world is left up to a slave from a different world, two halfling sisters, one that's adopted from a different world, and a goblin slave with a sewed up ear. Guys, we're screwed.
He wasn't technically a slave anymore, though.
And your axe. I mean,
We got
we've
your
almost-
axe.
Yeah, we
we're-
got my
we're-
axe. We're good.
we're two down from the fellowship, so
Wait,
you've
so
got
I've got my
Golem
axe.
and the two hobbitses.
Wait, so do I double as a hobbit with an axe?
Wait, who in the two hobbitses?
Golem.
Yeah.
Because you cannot play D&D without making Lord of the Rings references.
You can. It's just not satisfying.
And then for those of you who have a very base sense of humor, such as myself, you also cannot play D&D without the Monty Python references.
Never.
Me.
So,
Say that again, and I'll call you a silly English knigget.
so, what would you guys like to do?
Well, what?
Oh, and don't forget you have the palace guards who follow you everywhere right now too.
Alright, so
Oh, yeah.
we really can't go anywhere at the moment.
Well, we
But-
definitely can't go help the.
Yeah, we can't help the people with one place and go to the other place right now. But what about?
Confusion.
What are we gonna? We need to just take some of these little side errands and get rid of them. I think, but
But which one can we do with guards following us?
Well-
I don't think we can go talk to the Master of Whispers with the guards following us.
we
I don't
could.
think we can go to that place unless we can find a way down, like up to that place. So maybe if we left the town and went out because that's how we got to that one
Well-
thing, right? So maybe the guards would leave us at the city.
It's possible, but I think they want to keep us under wraps for the moment. How long does the Sultan want us to not leave the palace? He didn't say. So what if we gave it a day? And then, because we really can't sneak off anywhere.
Well, because they'll need minis too.
Oh.
Or a couple days, and you can shake and quiver a bit and flail about on another table and get us some gold.
Shake and quiver and flail about.
I'm gonna give you a very confused look.
It almost sounds like I was having a seizure. Or
I know.
something.
Well, why are you?
At
gonna
one
give me
point, I
a-
thought you were, but everyone in the crowd seemed to really enjoy your seizure. So maybe it was the little bells.
And where were the bells, please?
Seizure bells. Sorry,
Ooh.
that's the word.
That was.
Alright.
Man.
That was, yeah. Thank you.
Do it again. Thank you.
Somebody doesn't like.
I don't know why.
Alright.
I'm sorry, that hit me sideways.
Apparently there is no sense of propriety at my table.
After your Thursday nights, you can't say that to us.
You know, fair enough.
Like, let's just start there.
Well, I know what she's saying.
After a few
and what I'm
minutes-
not.
After a few minutes, you hear in your room,
Yes.
and one of the slave girls is there, the one that you handed the missive off to.
Okay.
I've passed off your letter to the guard captain here in the castle. He'll make sure it gets to what's his name, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Does he know you're adopted? Have you told him? Have you had that talk yet?
And then you watch as she turns around and walks back through one of the slave tunnels.
Wait a minute. That's the answer. If we take the palace, it has corridors that only the slaves use to get from one point to the other, so they're not clogging up the main halls, right? What if we took the slave corridors? The guards wouldn't follow us there, because they wouldn't know we were there to begin with. Capiche? Don't know what that means, but yes.
Wow.
I didn't sleep last night. I would like to.
She's talking with a very horrendous English accent and throwing Italian slang in there.
My brain hurts.
Guys, I was up so until 4:30 in the morning.
And
We
whose fault
were-
is that?
We were up till
it was
4:30
kind
in
of
the
both of
morning.
us. We were talking at the same time, and it was somewhat important.
Alright, we'll see you in a bit, Kit Kat.
Enjoy your food. Yes.
So, while you guys are considering this real quick, War Dog, because you're brand new to this, I'm going to have everybody around the table give an introduction of who the character is, what they're doing, and who they are.
I need my axe. I can't give an intro without my axe.
Blue Wind.
So you guys don't know much about me in general.
Well, you're also making your
So
your
what?
true honest to goodness introduction now.
Yay! Do the thing.
Well, my character's name is Blue Wind. I am a satyr, and I'm playing as a dream druid, and I happen to be, like the DM had said, I had been a slave that they had bought, and have told me that they plan to free me. So
Do you remember the little bit of a backstory I gave last session as to why and where and what?
honest answer, no.
Okay.
It's been so long,
Okay.
so I'm gonna have to write this down.
Yes. And I'll make it short and sweet.
I appreciate that.
Blue Wind is a satyr. She came from the Feywild. The Feywild is known to have areas in the Prime Material where they cross over and the veil is really thin so they can make their way back and forth between the two realms fairly easy if they are strong in magic. Satyrs are generally naturally strong in magic. Blue Wind had made her way across that and was visiting one of the oases here and got captured by a slave trader before she had a chance to use any of her satyr magic to stop it from happening. And unfortunately, not knowing this realm very well, finding that oasis is going to be difficult. So that is our blue winds. Next we have Katie.
Katie, you were looking at Kita when you said Katie.
I am looking forward.
Oh,
There is a camera right there.
there is. I'm glad you noticed. I'm Katie. I'm a halfling, not a gnome. Hate gnomes. Halfling barbarian. Got an axe. See, it says right on it. Great axe. People keep calling it a hammer. Not quite sure what's wrong with them. It's obviously an axe. Little dull, but it's an axe. I'm a barbarian fighter, and I smash things with my great axe, and I look out for my sister Kita because she's adopted. And we're not from here, but now we are here. And I was in love with this dwarven barbarian named Utgar, but I'm realizing that maybe he doesn't know I exist, so I'm wondering if I should still be in love with him or not.
She was a little bit of a fangirl.
I was not a fangirl. We were going to have beautiful bearded babies. He's a dwarf. Do dwarf babies have beards? I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that
Dwarf
works.
babies have beards?
That's something we'll have to figure out along the way.
I don't know, but your daughter's finding this hilarious.
I'm not quite sure, but
I would guess so.
Jeffrey.
that's me.
Mr. Shapes.
Jeffrey.
I am Jeffrey. I am a goblin fighter who our group attacked their group and they killed me and brought me back and sewed my ear on backwards.
Sorry
I
about
think
the
we
ear.
killed you.
No, you weren't.
Oh, I was almost
You weren't
dead.
quite dead
You were
yet.
I think
mostly
I was-
dead. You were
I think I
mostly
was
dead.
Two
throwing
words.
death throws.
You
Yes.
were throwing
Two words.
them.
Stockholm syndrome.
You
And
know,
now I'm part of the party.
Because why not?
we almost killed you. We ripped your ear off. We sewed
So
it
did
back
I.
on
That's reward
backwards.
you with grapes.
You forget about the fantastic time where she ran around on a child safety.
Yeah.
Attached to
Yes.
a
With
Axel.
chest oil.
the chest of
Katie was simping for Utgar.
And Kita.
Hi, I'm Kita. I am
Adopted.
I am adopted. I am a halfling rogue god. And we know that I'm adopted because I am a different kind of halfling from my sister. And I am 2 inches taller.
You had to bring up the height difference.
Yes, I did.
always.
I thought we had a connection.
if you have to bring up she's adopted all the time.
I like that, Axel. Can Jeffrey hear back in front at the same time? And does he have advantage on perception?
Technically, it would be disadvantaged because of the disorientation of hearing both of them simultaneously.
I've had a lot of practice. I think I should be even.
And that's why I haven't rolled any of them. Last but least is me. I am DM Thaco. I'm the one running this game. And yeah, that's about the best you're going to get of me right now. I have way too many voices in my head because NPCs and monsters.
Sure, that's
Or schizophrenia. I'm not sure which.
I think a little bit of both. Why not both? Both?
I feel
Both.
like D&D
Yeah.
and schizophrenia kind of go hand in hand some days.
By the time we're all old and in nursing homes, can you imagine? It's time to go to bed. No, not till I roll my D20.
Roll a persuasion!
What's your charisma, man? I
Welcome
don't
to
need
Dragons
my
in the Dining Room.
dentures to crit.
But these ones are my lucky ones, so I use them anyways.
We swapped dentures to confuse the help.
That's gross.
I'm sorry, you couldn't help.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm really.
She's good for the next, minute. Maybe.
So there was. Oh, I trust my aim. So you guys had
Yes.
an idea brought up of potentially using the slave tunnels to maneuver about.
Yes, but there's been about 20 minutes of shenanigans since then.
That's why I'm making the reminder.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. And the other thought I had is essentially we're trying to get back down into the sewers, aren't we?
Well, so we can get back to the group of rebels that are trying to get to
Wasn't
the
that a cave?
one place.
Right.
But we could get there through the sewers because then it opened to the one place that was outside the city with the little ravine and the blit in the ground.
So what I'm wondering is
I kind of like Ron's idea.
maybe what if
I have an eldritch patron.
there is a
Or the Eldritch Patron.
entrance to the sewers in the palace.
You would,
That might be a great idea.
you would
Get it? GRATE idea? You would think what, Jeffrey?
I would think there would be when you're running
Well,
plumbing.
the way down there might not be pleasant.
Probably not.
I don't know, Axel. What could go wrong if you dimension door without knowing where you're going?
Oh god.
Ooh, I know. Especially when you're with that group. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for the next session. I'm kind of invested. So what?
No, it just gives you a chance of failure, that's all.
Don't you take like 40, 10 damage or something like that?
It depends on the area and how far off you were. And I take my mask off so I can see to knit. Because my eyelashes keep getting stuck in it.
So you guys are trying to figure out if you can use the slave tunnels to find the entrance to the sewers so that you can exit the city.
Yes.
Do we... The Sultan told us not to leave and I hate to betray his trust, but I feel like we're not doing any good just sitting here.
Same.
Wait a minute. Fluid, with your Satan magic, can you make clones of us or get us out of here a different way? I don't
Or like
know much
teleport
about
us or something?
satyrs.
I aim to do examples. It's on there.
I got it.
You got it?
There you go.
Okay.
I just need an example.
I'd like to buy a DM hint for 200,
Xanathars?
please.
I'd like to buy 5 out.
Do we feel like one of these?
Just hear me out.
Do we feel like one of these side quests is more pertinent than the other, or more important? Can I roll an intelligence to see if I?
It
No,
is your
that's
decision, Cindy.
I don't necessarily feel that they're necessarily side quests. It feels like it feels like more of which divine beast do you go to attack first.
Right? That's actually
Oh,
not a
that's a
bad
Breath
analogy.
of the Wild
Yeah.
analogy. Okay.
Or
I never played. I played it for like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, you never did get back to it.
No.
You guys think for a moment. I gotta grab something.
Okay.
essentially they're all major. It feels to me like it's all major story pieces instead of.
I feel like maybe we should go help the rebels, but at the same time, I'm really torn about betraying the Sultan's trust because. But I don't feel like we're really necessarily safe here either. Chat, what do you think? Where do we go? Do we go help
Well,
the?
Axel thinks that while he's gone, we should quickly level to level 20.
Just, you know.
I was gonna move your dice, but I couldn't find your dice to move.
You mean this big pile of dice right here?
Damn it!
That's why, because they were in front.
I knew I was poking around by the screen and I was gonna move them all like 4 inches over, but no.
I haven't had need to roll the dice, so I didn't have to grab them yet.
Well, Axel thinks we should level up to 20 while you're gone and then blow stuff up.
That's a neat idea, but I came back too soon.
Don't worry, it'll take Bard a year to do her leveling since it took her over a month to go from 4.
Well, no, at that time frame, it'd take her a year and a half.
So,
Okay,
what if...
So wait, the same amount of time it took us to get out of Narthen?
Yeah, right?
I think, I mean, my gut inclination is to go help the rebels because maybe they have some more information as well.
And I don't necessarily think that would be betraying the Sultan because I feel like the rebels are on the same side.
I do as well. It just...
I mean, I get that, but is there any way we can get a message to them? Or leave a message to them? I don't want to give it to someone because then
Right.
their assholes will, what he's with, they'll find it. But
Alright. Somebody needs to give back Jimmy's letter.
Was not me.
It was not me. It wasn't me.
Relax.
I don't care. It
Look
wasn't
at us
me.
and look
I'm
at which one
stuck.
looks guilty.
Oh, I know who did it.
So do we!
Yes, we do know who did it.
You're a little late to that party. He watched me sit down with nothing. Come search me! I don't
Give
have
it
it!
back.
It's not even in my pocket!
It wasn't me.
Seriously, wasn't me. I would
It wasn't me.
Either way. So what are you guys up to?
We're going to, unless we get another idea, we're going to take the slave corridors to go
Okay.
help, try find a way to get to the rebels and help them.
Alright.
It
How are you going to find the slave corridors?
well,
Roll
We
me an
watched-
investigation.
yeah, that's a good idea. Whoops, that was my glasses.
Just because you watch doesn't always mean you know.
Well, fair enough. I was making an educated guess.
I understand.
Investigation, you say?
Yep.
14.
14? It takes you a little bit, but you do find the latch to slide it open.
I found the latch. Kita is the rogue. Shouldn't this have been your job?
Yes, but you rolled before I could.
Oh, good point. All right. Let's go.
So you guys make your way in.
Are they lit?
Yes, very well lit.
Yeah, they're lit.
And
Which makes sense. But
very well taken care of. Very well trodden too. You can see that there are paths from where many feet over many years have walked these stone floors.
are there any maps of like you are here
No.
and a map of the?
No.
Oh, come on. Why not?
Wait a minute. Jeffrey, did you ever use any of these? No. Damn it.
Why would Jeffrey have used these?
I don't know. I
He's
thought
not
maybe.
really a slave.
No, but I thought maybe when we all divided up to go check out and talk to the laundress and stuff like that.
I stayed in the room and brought the slave
That's
to
right.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were smarter than we were on that one. But we had some adventures, didn't we?
I just didn't want to be caught walking around in the palace by myself.
You just want to eat grapes.
I didn't want to eat grapes. That's honestly what it
confirm.
was.
Uh-huh.
So can we get some kind of idea as to, using let's see, we need to go southwest? If the palace is here and the thing is here, we should have to go southwest,
Okay.
right? Thoughts, anyone? Because the DM's not going to help me on this at
Thank
all.
you,
I
Sam
guess.
Manikit.
That sounds
Hey,
right.
Senator Manikit, thank you for the host.
That does sound right.
Alright, we're going to try and go in a southwesterly direction at a leisurely pace.
As you guys start wandering through these slave tunnels, or slave halls, they crisscross back and forth. It's a huge network that moves about, and it's actually kind of shocking because they go everywhere. Every so often, you'll see a passage and what looks like one of the doors, and in just a half an hour of walking around, you've seen at least a dozen doorways that lead to different places.
Uh-oh.
But another 20 minutes or so of you guys walking around, you find yourselves in a large room
Okay.
that has a dozen passages leading out of it.
So it's like a central hub,
And
like Atlanta or
in
Minneapolis.
this room, you see about a dozen slaves sitting about working on different things and whatnot.
Have they seen us yet?
Oh yeah, they're all looking at you.
slave Bluewind. We're helping her get accustomed to the passages as she's never been in them, and as we're not really accustomed to them either, we got a bit turned around. Could we possibly get some directions toward the southwest gate?
And they're all of them are just kind of looking at you like, what are you smoking? One of the male slaves sits forward. Why are you in the slave tunnels?
Well, it is a little bit of a long story, but it's a good one.
And it's
And I would suggest doing a much better job of explaining yourself than you did, because I've heard better lies from much better nobles.
it's not a lie. We are lost.
But that much I can tell.
We're looking for an entrance to. Technically, didn't lie. We're looking for an entrance to the underground, and we thought the best place to start looking would be the servant passages.
Why not just leave the palace?
Well, because we have an escort of guards everywhere, and my sister made some decisions that resulted in her dancing on a table, and a couple of the guards are a little more friendly with her now, so we're trying to give her some space. Also not a lie.
So you're trying to get out of the palace without being seen because you have guards that like you? And
Not
are
us,
following.
her. Yes.
Miss Rumple Shakeskin over there.
Okay, then why doesn't she stay in her room and you three leave?
Because we go together, we're sisters, and she's adopted. I can't leave her by herself. Last time I left her by herself, she was dancing on a table. Weren't you listening? It is valid! Rumble shake rump.
That's what you said.
No, I said rumple. What did I say?
You
Rumple
said
shakes room.
I thought I said rumple shake skin.
no. You said rumble shake rump.
I don't know. I'm really tired.
And I'm still a bit lost here.
So are we. That's why we're asking for directions.
You're just trying to leave the palace without being noticed by the guards because they're enamored with your sister.
Yes.
Then just leave the palace.
Well,
If they're enamored, they can't leave the palace if they're on guard duty. They're not going to know where to find you when you leave. So you can just walk out.
it's not quite that simple because the Sultan ordered us an escort as someone tried to kill us.
Oh, well see, that changes the whole thing.
Sorry, I didn't have a whole lot of help explaining anything.
Nobody listens to a goblin.
Has the goblin tried?
The goblin
Occasionally.
did do
I
a sexy
did.
table dance. See, and now my sister's even influencing the goblin.
Wait, when did the goblin do a sexy table dance?
You were a bit,
Preoccupied.
yeah, that's the word.
Oh.
Okay. So you're under guard by the Sultan because somebody tried to kill you,
Yes.
Yes.
and you need to leave the palace through the underground.
Well,
Why?
We're pretty sure we know who is trying to kill us, and we don't believe that's going to be an issue right now.
Great. Why are you trying to get underground?
To investigate. We want to know for sure, and we're trying to investigate.
We think that's how the person who tried to kill us got in.
There haven't been any attempts on lives in the palace in quite some time.
That you know of.
I'm the head of all the servants here. They report to me. If something happened in the palace, I would know.
It didn't happen in the palace, but that's how we think they were traveling through the city.
Oh, yeah. What she said. Thanks for the help, guys.
And you would,
I'm fine.
and you would,
I don't know those things.
you would go against the Sultan's wishes.
Not,
We just want to help.
yeah.
We're not very good at sitting still.
I like the Sultan. I don't want to see anything happen to him. And if there's something that we can find out that could prevent someone else being attacked, I'm
Wait,
willing
is this
to
the
risk that.
same servant that I had talked to previously?
That was a female.
Okay.
She was the Sultan's
Oh.
personal.
Do I see any
Yeah,
Pendants
attendant.
on him?
That's the word.
do I see any pendants on him?
Does he have a beard?
No.
Okay.
None
Is
of
he
the
eunuch?
none of the male slaves have facial hair.
Interesting. I'm not getting blamed for that. Interesting. Can you help us find the way?
No. Give me a moment. And you see as a little bit later, he literally just sits there and just. And every so often, as one of the other slaves will come in, whisper something in his ear, give you guys a weird look. About 20 minutes later, you see a younger male slave come in, whisper something in his ear. Oh, wonderful. Don't worry about that. See these four? Take them out of the palace.
Thank you.
Hopefully it's
Palace.
amazing.
If, we get caught, we won't mention that you helped us.
You won't get caught.
Thank you.
They won't find your bodies.
Right?
I've watched enough Criminal Minds, they'll never find you.
With a little bit of meandering through the hallways, behind the hallways, this young man scurries along. You guys actually have to move fairly quick to keep up with him.
With our short little stubby halfling legs.
But after about 20 minutes, and you guys are completely lost. Tunnels crisscrossing, turning in different directions, switchbacks, zigzags,
Yep,
etc.
we're
You
back.
guys make your way through this palace.
We're definitely not coming back into the palace this way because ain't nobody gonna remember how to get back.
You guys eventually find yourselves outside the palace gates,
Neat.
What,
standing in one of the streets.
what was your name?
Good luck. Turns around and heads back in.
Oh yeah, we're dead. He didn't give us his name. He's no one.
At least he didn't say he was no one.
Valamogulis! As he's running away.
A boy has no name.
Hold you.
And we're dead.
Alright,
That's suggests I think I'll go back to the slavery.
can I figure out where
They say that
the
all the time.
ravine
You
is
don't
from
know.
here?
Palace is here.
Yep,
Ravine is here.
yep.
You guys are here.
Okay, so we can make an educated guess on how to get there.
Yep.
I'm gonna do one of these, look for guards, and go, hey, Bluewind, is there anything you can do to, mask our tracks or help hide us or help us pass without leaving a trace?
Unfortunately, I cannot. Not currently.
What can you do? I don't mean that in a mean way, just, I'm curious, I've never met a satyr.
Many things.
It is known.
Very. Her accents changed like 3 times. I need to figure
Seriously,
that out.
it's quite alright.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
She sates.
She sates. Does she sates or does she satiate?
Oh my.
Is she a
You'll never
satiator?
There's just started Lich.
Oh boy.
I think this is bad. Just wait till the 7th, Lich.
You guys are outside outside the palace, outside the gates, on the back side of the palace. Nasty satiator.
Well, there's the ravine. Do you want to take the lead, Kita, since you're the, sneak type?
Sure, I will do so.
Wait a minute, are you able to hide our tracks at all?
No.
Oh. It was worth an ask. Don't look at me like that. Who knows what hidden talents you have?
So how are you guys going to make your way to the other side of town?
We're gonna walk. Sorry.
Can I? Oh wait, I'm not a. Crap. Wrong.
In the butt he did, yes.
Of course, that's a bad quote.
What's that even from?
Nervous.
Nervous.
Was it nervous or was that?
That was nervous.
Yeah, it was.
Because Baby Yoda fell on you and stabbed you in the butt.
Baby Yoda has pointy ears.
I just have to cut it off. It's just like.
So, what? Can't we just go around the outside of the walls and try and be all discreet-ish?
So you're going to exit the city and then make your way
You
out?
said we were on the outside of the walls.
You are on the outside of the palace walls.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out how we're going to sneak out of the city walls without the guards seeing us and going, hey, where you going without an escort?
2 halflings in a trench coat.
You've done it once before.
Do it again.
Let's do it. But what about those two?
We're
They're
not
fine.
exactly normal looking here.
Ow! I just stabbed myself in my.
Wait a minute, we could put them on, sorry guys, we could put them on leashes and pretend like we bought them. And walk
she's
them out of the
already
city.
wearing a collar.
So you did buy me. You did buy me, so.
Yes, but we need to look like not us.
So,
Because it's fairly well known that we bought you, and we need to make it look like not us bought you.
can you disguise yourself?
She's a satyr! That's what I said. If we disguise ourselves, we can walk her out and pretend like we, that isn't really us, bought her, who really is her.
I remember, Axel. I remember.
Yes.
Come on, boy!
Well, that was then, and this is now. And we've had practice since then.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, that one time. That was
I
practice.
don't remember!
So, yeah, no, I think we should try the 2 halflings in a trench coat again.
Oh, wait a minute. We're dumb. Why don't we just go to the Master of Whispers and ask him to get us out of the city undetected?
Because then that would be another thing that we owe him.
To be fair, he owes us quite a lot as well.
Like,
And we're no good to him dead.
like what?
We're not, obviously, if we can't get out of the city, we're not going to get his little magic carpet.
And then he can't have his whole new world. And he
And
also
where
doesn't...
we're going is actually going to the back door of where we got enslaved, so maybe we can do a couple stones at the same time and get our shit back.
There
And
is
then
that.
we're
You
ready.
guys are still missing your equipment.
Yes, we are.
We have generic equipment.
I feel like we might be a bit lost.
I have no clue.
But... Okay, so 2 halflings in a trench coat or the Master of Whispers.
I
Goat
think we
party.
I think we should do the
I have a
master
question. What trench coat? Which
We'll
one?
find a sheet. That's essentially what their clothes are anyways, isn't it? Fancy
We
gold
could unwrap
sheets.
my toga, but if it falls, we're in trouble.
Oh boy. Okay.
You definitely would get some attention.
Not the kind I want.
You're not wearing a toga.
It's a sheet.
You're not not wearing that. You have regular clothing.
So what was your vote, Kita?
I'm just, if you want to do 2 halflings in a trench coat, you're going to have to find something that will work as a trench coat. And you guys are standing on the backside of the palace.
Fine, we'll go find the Master of Whispers.
Alright. We head in that direction.
You will have to go through the city proper as you do this.
Can we try and take some of the, back alley sallies and
Okay.
get there without being super
While
detectable?
you guys start doing this, I need you all to roll me. I'm assuming you guys are going to try and be sneaky about this?
Yes.
Alright. Roll me a stealth.
Oh. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Okay.
You flubbed this, didn't you?
No. I have a plus 11.
Oh.
So,
She's a rogue. She's
She
stealthy.
doesn't
I mean,
I'm impressed. For me, I'm good.
We'll start with Blue Wind.
16.
Katie.
21.
Jeffrey.
22.
Kita.
18. I rolled a 7.
You guys make your way around through the alleyways just fine. As you start to make your way across through some of the alleys on the north side of the city, there's a moment where things look like they're going to get hairy. As there's still fighting going on in the city with the giant scorpion.
Oops. Call about that.
You make your way across a couple of the alleys and dodging in and out of things, you notice to your left, near the gates, there are about a dozen guards in combat with 2 giant scorpions. And they are having a heck of a time about it, but you do see that there are 2 more scorpions that have been downed and are twitching in their death throes. There are also about 4 or 5 guards that are on the ground, dead and bleeding. It would be really cool if I could have that letter back.
I told you!
I knew it was her,
How'd you know it was me?
because you're the one who was trying your hardest not to be caught.
Like, I have no poker face, but
Well, she tries, and when she tries to have a poker face, she actually gives away more than she's hiding. Do me a favor, Kita.
yeah.
Let me know, high or low.
Hi.
The life of your loved one depends on it.
Alright.
If you guys, I quit.
You manage to get your way across the alleyway, avoiding combat and detection, scurrying through the back alleys, hiding from everything. It makes it a little bit easier on you guys, as there's almost nobody in the streets. Most everybody was smart enough to listen and take off to some more secure locations.
Except for us.
Except for you.
Well, we're efficient, not smart. Those are 2 different things entirely.
Never claimed to be smart.
Yes, I know, Axel. It's kind of fun that both her and Vistra are having issues. It's just...
I don't know if fun is the word I would use for it,
I kind of disagree with that.
but to be fair, I did try in Nervous.
I'm happy with what's going on in Erebus. She has somebody to go home to. It's just
For now.
Oh God.
As you guys start making your way down through the city, remembering basic idea on where the Master of Whispers location is, you find yourselves close. And as you get very close, there is a very for the first time, you see that there is a small collection of people in one of the alleys, and it's the only direction you have to go to continue on the direction toward the Master of Whispers without going to one of the main thoroughfares.
Alright, well,
One of them looks extremely well dressed, and the other handful look to be ready for combat. And they're standing there talking amongst each other. There doesn't seem to be any animosity between the group of them. But as you make your way, let's see if any of them sees you.
10 out of 10, we're gonna give it time again.
Fortunately, only one of them sees you, and it's just barely. And you know, there's that look, tilt of the head. You guys go whoop, and disappear into the shadows, and kind of shakes it off, and goes back to talking. So at the moment, you guys are paused in one of the back alleys, about 30 feet away from this group.
dum dum dum, da 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 dum dum, dum dum.
And they're blocking our way.
They're at the intersection of the alley that takes you directly to the back end of the merchant of the Master of Whispers, where you guys had used to break Ash out.
So if we don't want to go on a main road, we have to sneak by them, is what I'm hearing.
Or you're going to have to take a very roundabout way.
Can we hear what they're talking about?
No, they are speaking in hushed tones.
I'm going to. Is there any way I can carefully approach without being seen?
I would need another stealth check.
Ooh! Yeah. 29.
Okay. You managed to get closer.
Can I hear what they're saying?
They are discussing, at the moment, they're discussing getting a wagon of goods out of town.
Is the well-dressed man the what Master Whispers?
No.
I'm going to listen for a couple more moments.
The discussion is how best to get out of town with their wagon with all of this craziness going on.
Okay, they don't say what kind of goods or anything like that? Okay, I'm gonna make my way back to the party
Okay.
and explain what I heard. They're trying to get out of town.
Do they seem suspicious?
I mean, everybody kind of seems suspicious, yeah. Did they have unnoticed yet?
Not that you noticed.
Not that I could see.
Do you think we can scoot past them?
It might be safer just to go around.
Alright, well maybe if we be stealthy we can go around with all the commotion from the scorpion thingies.
Go around how?
You said roundabout way if we couldn't go through here.
You'd have to go through a bunch of different alleys and come back around.
Then we do that?
Okay.
Question mark?
Okay.
I mean, our other option is to wait until they leave and risk getting caught that way.
So quick vote, roundabout or try to sneak past them?
Roundabout.
Roundabout seems safer.
Okay.
Sneak. 3 to 1, we go roundabout.
So you guys meander for a while going through the alleys to get around, and it is kind of annoying because the Master of Whispers must have understood that there is a back alley and made it so it was difficult to get there unless you knew exactly what you were doing. As you come back around, it takes you a good 15 minutes. You come back around and you notice that alleyway is now clear. The group that was that was blocking you off has dispersed. You are at the back door of the Master of Whispers.
Alright.
building. Now you recall it was locked the last time you guys were there.
Do we knock?
Try to knock or pick the lock.
I will knock first.
Mao? Mao? Master of Whispers, Mao. Mao?
I thought she was just
And
being
she's
a
not
cat.
a cat.
I'm not a cat. His
Mao.
initials are Mao.
I don't know. She's meowing at me.
Or to be
Trigger.
Mo.
Mo. Yeah.
Meow.
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 It's like that golem from the fractal.
Yes.
Meow. Meow.
Love that.
All
So
right.
that's all I can think of is the cat. The
Meow.
cat golems.
Yes.
Very like the robotic meow.
So you knock, and after a short wait, you hear skunk, and you notice that slightly above your head, a latch opens up on the door.
Is it the Mao?
Hello?
Who is it?
I'm gonna jump and wave.
I'll boost you.
Oh gosh, mid jump.
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna try
You
to
just got
stay.
goosed as you were trying to jump.
I'm gonna try to stay
Should we both
somewhat
roll
out of sight.
acrobatics to see how well this goes
I need
on?
a strength and an acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay somewhat out of sight from.
Oh no!
What's your strength?
5!
What's your acrobatics?
16?
Alright, so this is what happens. The adopted sister jumps in the air,
Yeah.
starts waving. You go, ooh, I got this. You run up underneath and go to catch her and push her up. Only all you get is heels. So all of your body weight goes forward toward the door. But because of your acrobatics, you manage to right into the door and latch onto the opening.
Hey! That works.
It's us.
And there is a brief moment. You hear a startled gasp, and you feel the latch slam into your fingers. But because you have a death grip on this, you don't let go right away. It just hurts. We'll say you take 1 point of damage.
Oh, I didn't get out of pencil. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, I thought I did. Never mind. I'm tired.
And then all of a sudden there is that, what? Let go.
I let
Right.
go.
And the door opens up and the Master of Whispers is there. Get inside.
And we all scoot inside.
You brought someone new.
This is Bluewin. She's our satyr friend.
What happened to your elf friend?
He kind of, died
Oh, that's unfortunate.
from the...
I was still hoping to make much money off of him.
Do you need his body? Would that
That's
help?
me no good, Dad.
As Ash goes, F you! At hearing him mention making money off of him,
Yeah.
my entire body stiffens.
Looks like you've acclimated to our world a little bit more. You have yourself a slave.
Well, we got her so we could free her because she's exotic and doesn't.
Always
No.
the altruist. What can I do for you? Why are you here?
Well, we're still trying to get you your magic carpet right. The Sultan didn't want us to leave without a guard escort. We can't trust all the guards, and so we found a way out of the palace using the slave tunnels, and now we're trying to get back under the city. So we can use those
Yeah.
tunnels to get some,
So we were hoping you
Equipment.
could help us get out of the city unseen.
because there's guards at every gate.
Oh yes, there's fighting at every gate. Oh. So you need to get out of the city. Why do you need to get out of the city?
So we can get underneath the city. Unless there's another way underneath the city without going outside the city.
You mean the sewers?
We think so?
You don't-
Someone's been using a method to get in and out of the city and the palace that's underground.
How are you aware of this? I haven't heard of anything other than the sewers.
That's
The caves that we came out of that one house were not the sewers.
no, but there was a spot where we smelled something weird and we thought they might be connected. And that's why we didn't go down that tunnel, I thought.
I thought so.
Caves?
Under the creepy
There's
the magic carpet ladies
there's
thing where we got
catacombs under the city.
yeah.
That's
and-
where your boy found us.
Yeah, we told you.
But they go underneath the entire city? I thought it was just the cave that you had to fight that crazy monster.
We
they're
think they
huge.
go. We think the network might extend all the way under the city. It's the only logical thing we could come up with for how people were getting in and out.
Fantastic.
I like his little beard robe. It's cute.
You're nice and before.
Well,
Don't say that.
And he reminds me
Iago,
of
come
Bart.
here.
That's
Triggered.
that's the kid's real name.
Right?
No one named him wrong.
Check, please.
Well, how did you... I suppose we can get you out of the city. I'm going to have to make certain to start navigating more of those tunnels. The boy wasn't very helpful in getting me much information, so
He wasn't very helpful to us either.
I will have to make sure to get more from him. I suppose I will go. I will be able to get you out of the city, but you're going to have to figure out your own way to these catacombs.
That's fine. We really just need to get out of the city.
Because then we
because
can
you
just-
already went there again.
We can always just walk
I don't
to
remember.
where they are once we're outside the city gates.
Now, I do have to ask, how did you get out of the palace?
The slave corridors. No one patrols there, and there's no guards.
Right, but where on the palace did you exit?
I explained where we exited.
You know, you could have just left by heading out the palace walls over there.
We didn't know we had to follow someone out. We had
No, you were outside the palace. The city walls were off to your east. You could have exited that way.
But when we had
to.
had to go through a gate,
Where there's guards.
And there were scorpions fighting.
I'm sure if you'd have looked well enough, you might have found a way out.
okay.
Well, we missed that hint the first time, so here we are now.
Well, you never had a hint, I'm telling you now.
Well,
Good to know we didn't miss it.
now we know for next time. I suppose we could just go do that then.
Well, no.
We're
You're on
already
this side
here.
of the city. I'll lead you out to the west walls. Or I'll have you let out the west walls. And just have a seat in the shop for a moment. I'll wait for one of the children to come back and escort you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
The only other
Can we request that it's not?
Oh yeah, can it not be Daniel, please?
Please.
Like,
I don't mind.
He was just a bit annoying.
He's a child.
That's fair.
all my help are children.
Never mind. It's fine.
I was speaking more to them than.
But I heard it. It shouldn't be too long. Go have a seat.
I wonder if there's any houses on the wall that we could find a red ribbon hanging out the windows and get in a basket and get lowered down.
Wrong game.
I mean, the game the scriptures.
It was a prostitute, and that's how the soldiers got in and out of the.
Scarlet letter.
Well, it was!
Alright, so you guys, after about 20 minutes of sitting around, eventually a young girl walks up to you.
Hello.
Hi. So, you guys want to leave?
Yes.
You have to follow me.
Okay.
You have to be very quiet.
I can try my best.
We can be quiet.
Okay. She scurries out the back,
We
Follow.
follow.
and she starts scurrying through the back alleys with you guys. Roll me stealth.
Are you kidding?
Or go for creds.
Blew it.
15.
Welcome back, Kit Kat.
16.
9.
23.
Well, you guys help Jeffrey.
Thank God.
If he's too noisy, can I just piggyback him?
You guys help Jeffrey. I mean, at first it was a little rough going, 2 left feet. But with a little bit of everybody working together, you get
My ears backwards gave me vertigo.
right.
Mm.
You guys make your way through the alleyway just fine. You get to the west wall, and the little girl looks at you and goes, "Now, we're supposed to be the only ones who know this, so you can't tell anybody.
You got it.
Master of Whispers would be very mad if anybody else knew about this."
What's your name?
Why?
Why are you upset with knowing people's names?
Why are you so okay with not knowing people's names?
Why do you need my name?
Well, it just seems polite. I'm Katie.
Nice to meet you, Katie. Now, what you do? It's a fake stone. It looks real, but it's not. Watch this. And she, being this little tiny girl, puts her hand on what looks like a 3-foot stone block in the wall and goes, and it slides out of the way.
Ah.
And you notice that there's a small rail underneath it, so that even if sand builds up, it'll just slide. It goes forward, and the entire length of the wall itself is about 4 foot thick, and it just slides and slides. And then there's a small opening to the right that you can cut out and around to the outside of the wall. You guys get out that way.
We won't tell anyone.
She doesn't even wait. She's already closing the gate. Or closing the entrance.
Are there more of these? Too late. She's gone, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. She didn't even wait for a thank you. She just closed it up and left. You guys find yourself on the west wall. You know that if you start heading south, you should get to the area where you guys can get into the caves. However, there is a gate between where you guys are and the caves.
Well,
A
can't we
gate
go?
that had a whole bunch of scorpions by it.
Can't we go out and around? Like, if out of eyesight
Is
with the
that
gate
what you'd like to do?
It's probably the best plan.
makes the most sense.
Make sure we avoid the scorpions.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want those things.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with those animals and gross.
You guys managed to take a nice wide arc around back to where the cave is, and you see that there is at the south gate 3 scorpions being fought. There are a lot more guards here. It seems that this gate is being set upon
Scissors.
strongly. Roll me a perception.
Hey,
Ida.
war dog.
War dog, welcome back. Ida,
Yeah.
I need a perception.
Can I percept as well or no?
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Use a different set.
Halfling luck.
I've been using this one. No, it's unfortunately not low enough to be halfling luck. That would be an 8 or a 14 passive.
You see a bunch of scorpions and guards fighting.
Okay.
A little while later, you guys make your way to the cave, find your way into the entrance, and you need not worry about city guards, as none seem to have tracked you down. You're at the mouth of the cave.
I feel like this is another Zugzwag.
Zugzwang. There is an N in there.
I said Zugzwang.
Either way, you guys are at the mouth of the cave. On the inside of it.
Do
Of the
you want to take the lead,
Yes.
Kita, because they're supposed to be the sneaky sneak, and you're kind of perceptive, so maybe you should take the rear. And you know what? I'll take the rear. We'll put you two in the middle.
Now,
That way I can protect you with my axe.
I do want to say one thing, War Dog. This so far is a lot of RP and decision making. The other major part of this is combat. We may see some tonight. We're not sure yet.
Yay, combat!
And again, if you have any questions, if anything comes along that you want to ask about, please feel free.
I do have,
So how are you guys gonna make your way through here?
Kita's gonna lead.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's dark though.
Right, and that's
Ren, welcome, Ren.
Hey, Ren, welcome back! You know what? We've got Wardog and Ren. I think that's worth some cheers.
And.
You're gonna do what I was gonna do, so we'll do that.
Leech tree!
I'm sorry, it's fun.
No, that's good. You thought the same thing I did. So you guys start making your way down the tunnel.
Yes.
And about 30 feet in, there is a difficult to see, but because it was pointed out to you once before, it pops in. You see a bit of a crevasse that turns to the right. That will take a little bit of work to finagle your way through. But it happens to be the area that Daniel said, this is where I went to go explore.
So the question is, do we go find the rebels first? Or do we go explore first so we know where we're going?
You know, if we explore a little bit first, then we'll also have information for the rebels. But I think maybe we should probably find them post-haste.
Okay.
Okay, quick vote. All in favor of finding the rebels, say aye. Aye. All in favor of... Is that a pigeon? Sorry. The window's open. It's a really big bird sitting right there.
It's a dove.
It's a morning dove.
I couldn't...
You don't have your
Not
glasses
wearing
on.
Oh,
There's
oh my gosh, they're
Wait.
so cute together.
Eh.
We're gonna go find the rebels.
Yes, right after the Disney princess moment.
Yes.
I'm not a Disney princess.
No! There's someone out there.
And it's gonna
She
fly
pulled
away.
her forward, but they both went choo, boom.
They're camera shy.
Okay, I got one. It's all good. I got one
So
of
you
them.
guys are going to go head toward the rebels first?
Yes. Okay, quick side note, Kiwi, you know how you're making fun of me for making all those bird noises? They're back.
So do you remember, Kita,
Yeah.
do you remember how to get back to the rebels?
I have to go and find the lake. And at the lake there's a boat that I discovered after swimming across the lake.
Actually, you swim.
Well, yeah, I tried to tie it down because the note wasn't very clear.
How clear is the Jimmy note that we're all waiting with bated breath to hear?
Shush.
Bite me.
I will.
So you guys make your way, you guys start making your way through the tunnel. And as you continue on down,
Axel.
you start passing, the first thing that you pass is that tunnel to your left that had the goblin, massive goblins come out that you turned on the rebels.
Oops. Well, we didn't know who they were, and people can't be trusted in this campaign. Because there's cultists.
You guys continue on down, and there's that tunnel to your right that leads to what was the war room, which is now abandoned.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Continuing forward, it's dark, but with the fact that you have... Alright, we'll see you in a minute, Axel.
Sounds good.
You guys continue on down the tunnel with the assistance of... You have dark vision, don't you?
Nope.
I do.
I thought satyrs did.
Mm-mm.
They
Okay.
should.
I have dark
They
vision as a
should.
spell, which
Yeah, whatever.
That doesn't.
So with the assistance of Jeffrey being able to see in the dark and the rest of you being blind as a bat,
All in favor of giving the satyr dark vision?
And the DM overrides. You guys continue down the hallway, eventually getting to the lake.
Look, a lake.
So, how do we get across this lake?
I will go to the place where the thingy to get the boat is.
The thingy to get the boat.
Yeah, wasn't there like a hidden thing? Or no, the boat was there, wasn't it?
No, it's under the water. I wasn't there.
Wasn't there like a hidden like rock or something that I had to like pull on or something? Can I roll an intelligence to see if I remember?
Sure.
Thank you.
Can I help her as I do
No.
remember?
You weren't there.
You weren't there. The one who was has to remember how this works.
That's
No.
funny.
Woo!
I
Yes,
will take it right
indeed,
now.
you do remember that there is a rope under the water that you have to pull to help get everything moving.
Okay, I will do that.
And you watch as she gets in about waist deep in the water and starts yanking on something, and all of a sudden, out of the water, this little raft type thing pops up. It is large enough for two of you at a time to ride across.
Well, alright. Well, Kita, you've been here. They know you. Maybe you should go first. Maybe you and Jeffrey go first, and then Blue and I'll follow. Unless satyrs can walk on water or some such. I always wanted to be able to do that.
If I could, I would.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine the sound that these would make? And I'm gonna lift up my foot and be like, imagine the sound these would make on top of the water.
I can!
Yeah, no, so me and Jeffrey first.
I think that's a good idea as they know you, and Jeff, this...
I don't know, they don't like me.
Right, well, with him being a goblin, I figured that's why he'd be safest with someone they know.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so the two of you start making your way across the water. They're gone easily for like 3 or 4 minutes. And
Okay.
you can't see anything, you can't hear anything. Jeffrey, as you're tugging as you guys are making your way closer, you start to see the other side of the beach appear. And there is a person sitting on a chair, and there's a pinprick of light that you can see that starts to get brighter the closer you get. And it's very, very faint. It takes you a little while, but all of a sudden you realize that it's light coming from the underside of something. Extremely muted. You figure because of the angles and all that stuff, you couldn't see it from the other side of the lake. The sound of you guys making your way across the water, you watch as the person from the other side stands up. And you guys get to the other side and pull the raft ashore. And it takes a minute. All of a sudden, the other guy on the shore, oh, it's you.
Hello.
And you brought a goblin.
He's a good goblin.
Who's a good goblin? Who's a good goblin?
Pat his head.
Poor Jeffrey.
Okay,
All the friends are waiting to come across.
I see. Well, get the raft to him then.
I will start working on that.
So
Total of
after...
about 7 minutes passes, and you see an empty raft make its way back. And then all of a sudden, it goes and disappears under the water. You tugging on the rope, all of a sudden it doesn't go any further.
What do I do?
Well, you must have reached the end of the rope.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, I do not like not being able to see. And then I'm gonna cast dark vision on myself.
Okay, so now you can see.
I'm gonna look for the spot that she had.
As you start
Are you eating jelly beans?
As you start fooling around in the water, you do eventually find a rope,
No, my window's closed.
and as you start tugging on it, eventually this little raft pops up.
Well, here we go.
Are you sure it's safe?
Yeah.
You guys make your way across the lake, and you see Jeffrey and your sister standing on the shore, and there is a man standing there, his hand resting kind of idly on his sword as he's looking at the four of you.
Hello. Okay, so you see my sister Keita.
Turns around, pulls out a key, unlocks the door, opens it up, and you guys are temporarily blinded by the light.
Oh gosh, by the light. Thank you.
And you make your way into this room, and the three of you recognize two of the rebels in the room. The only two that survived the onslaught that you guys started.
Hello again. Can we drop that already? Like,
That's such old news.
I
Water
mean,
under the
to be
bridge.
fair, like, decisions were made and we really didn't have a way to know they weren't cultists. It happens.
And everybody in the room stops, turns, looks at the four of you. Some side-eye looks, a few raised eyebrows, and the two gentlemen walk up to you. Oh, you're back. Did you
Yes.
find what we were looking for?
We think we have a way.
So you haven't found it yet.
Well, I thought we were supposed to come back and lead one of you to it.
I was just wondering if you found it. And
No.
the answer is no. So,
Well, we have a way into the city proper undetected, and then
we're not worried about that. We were wondering if you guys had found the way into the basement of the building.
We know how to get up to where we were.
Okay. Is it safe for us?
it was when we went through last, but it seems like stuff seems meandering back through there. So it might be safe one day and not entirely the next, as there's wandering critters. The city's being besieged by scorpions that also burrow underground.
I think you misunderstand. We need a way to get to the basement of the building that you guys got abducted from. You were in a
We
basement.
fell through the roof.
Yes, I know. But there's this Daniel kid who said that there was a secret passage that he found you guys. And then you fell down through the hole?
Daniel
Yes.
did not climb through the space.
Well, okay,
He had to find
So
another
you want
way
us to
out.
go find it first?
And make sure that it's clear for us. So
Okay.
that we can take care of that cultist.
That was a misunderstanding on our part. We will
On
go do
all
that.
our parts. Whoops.
We will go do that. That's fine.
I mean, I can send one of my men with you, but that's not a problem. I just wanted to make sure you understood what it was exactly we were asking for.
It's,
We do
We've
now.
slept since then, so things were a little muddled. Yeah, so we will, still
Thank
do
you,
that.
Kit Kat. Do you want me to send one of my men with you, or are you going to do this on your own?
You know, that might not be a bad idea to send one with, and maybe some chalk if we have it. There's some turns in the tunnels, and that way we can make obscure little marks as to where to go.
Okay, if you can find some chalk, go right for it.
Where would it be?
In the city, I'm guessing.
Gotcha, so you don't have any here.
Keita, do you have any chalk? I thought you did.
No, because we have only very basic gear right now.
We were
And I didn't have any chalk to begin with.
I want to look at Katie and ask, ask quietly to her, is there a way that I could get some sort of weapon to use?
Yes. I can give you, I don't have my sai anymore, I just have my great axe. I have an axe and a bow, that's it right now.
I can I can give Blumen my short bow.
I don't have a window.
They're gonna be.
No, but you're about to hit a wall.
Oof. Maybe they have some. Maybe they have a something you can use for right
What
now.
kind of
while
weapons
we're-
can you use?
I can.
Over an hour
My
in, I'm
favorite
not
is
breaking
a
this jelly
scimitar.
bean.
My favorite is a scimitar. And a short bow.
You can take my short bow then. For now, at least.
And if you need to use my longbow, you can. My longbow might be a short bow for you, to be perfectly honest. But I can definitely share some arrows. Alright, so let's go find the way up. Woo! And we're off, I think, maybe?
So you guys turn back around, and there is one of the men who follows along with you. Let's see here.
Does he have a name?
Just a moment.
Is the boy's name too?
I didn't realize
Is
that.
it Ping? It's Ping.
Druids don't
Ping's
have
my best.
proficiency with short bows.
Satyrs might, though.
Short bows are not under their weapon proficiencies. Any bows, actually.
He introduces himself as Janice.
I'm sorry, what?
Janice.
Jacqueline?
I heard Dennis.
Yes. Recap on this. We have our group who has snuck their way out of the Sultan's palace, made their way underground to where the secret rebel hideout is, and trying to help them find a secret passage into the home of someone who is believed to be a higher order member of the cultists of Set.
Yes.
So you guys make your way back out and across the lake.
Okay.
How long does dark vision last?
8 hours.
Good. Make your way back across the lake, and you are standing at the intersection where the goblins can come out of and the tunnel to where the war room was. Where are you guys headed from here?
I think. Kita, what do you think? You're the. Can I make an educated guess on which way we should go?
Roll me an intelligence.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Just straight int. 15.
That strange crevice very shortly into the tunnel, Daniel made comment, that's the direction I went to go find my way to the secret treasure.
We go that way. Through the crevasse.
Guys, creep your way through there. It's a little bit difficult, but with 3 out of the 4 of you being the same size as Daniel, or roughly the same size, you make it through without a problem.
So Blue Wind's the only one who has to squish a bit.
Blue Wind has to squish a little bit.
I'm a god.
I would assume
Well, not the
Blue's
dog,
probably having a little bit of issues with
I'm having
her
to.
hooves.
Well, not only that, but my horns. I'm having to like do this throughout the tunnel just to get them through,
The
like inch by inch.
Janice, as he's following behind you, is grumbling as he's got to crawl to get through here.
Sorry about that.
When you come out the other side, you find yourself in a large cave. Pitch black, no lighting. There are, for those of you who have dark vision, there are little terraced areas on this that have pools of water in them, stalactites, stalagmites. It is a naturally formed cave. As you're looking around, you notice that there are 2 openings. One off to your left, and one almost directly in front of you. Both of them are large enough that you should be able to walk through. They do look naturally formed, not carved in any way. There's what appears to be some sort of fungus growing in different places, and all of you can hear the sound of water dripping. It is rather humid in this area, as you are still relatively close to the surface. Kind of humid, not quite steam bath, but definitely heavy air.
I want to go between these two, put my hands on either of their shoulders, and ask, now which way do we go? And at the same time cast dark vision on both of them.
Okay.
So you have dark vision for 8 hours.
Be still, my beating heart.
Seems a good thing, isn't it?
I love you, but why did you wait?
I don't care. We have it now. I
I
say
still
left.
barely know you.
She's got a point.
Okay, fair.
I mean, she's hoofing
I'm
it
being-
from here.
I'm being very cautious. Just
Now-
because
That
you
was a
guys.
bad pun.
This is something strange for the 2 of you.
I can't pull the wool over my eyes.
This is something strange for the 2 of you
All of a
as you
sudden
look
can
around.
Suddenly see.
And you can see around you, but everything is in gray.
There's not 50 shades of it, is there? Because I'm out.
Many, many more shades.
Oh, good.
Like 50,000 shades of gray.
So much better. I would like to look a short way down each tunnel and then make an educator's guess from there.
Are you gonna guesstimate?
I am gonna gestulate the guesstimation. That was painful for me too.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah, just because you guys say you're gonna free me, I don't know if you're actually going to or
Right,
not.
but we've been in these caves for like an hour now.
It's alright. It's alright.
You'll grow to like them.
That's not helping.
That's amusing.
They'll grow on
Say.
you. It's okay. They're only awful in the beginning.
I'm forgetting what that is.
No, they
So-
seriously bought you to free you. That's what they said.
Okay, we'll do that. So, as you guys start
Sorry.
making your way through this tunnel to take
I'm
a
hoping
look
it
at
can
what's
relate to
going
it.
on,
They'll free you. They've been very good to you.
Initiative.
does a 16 hit?
Who?
Me? Most absolutely not.
Okay. Does a 23 hit?
Go fish. Yes, it does.
As out of the darkness, all 4 of you hear Katie shriek.
Ah!
And you notice that from the ceiling, this tendril of sorts has reached down
Oh no.
and smacked into her.
No.
As you, oh shoot.
Is it a ceiling vampire flap flap?
As it
No.
does 27 points of damage to you.
Holy buckets!
Can I borrow a pencil?
Yeah.
I think it's a oh my
And
god,
you
what was
watch?
his name? Fizzbang.
As you watch, as she is pulled up off the floor by
Was it-
this tendril.
27.
Yeah. Well, actually, sorry. I need a DC 15 strength check from you first.
That is a 21.
Okay. It does not actually manage to wrap its tendril around you.
Okay.
And now, I need initiative.
Let's use my good roll.
Oof, halfling luck.
Yep. You too.
Oh,
I used my halfling luck and I got the opposite.
I got her with the opposite. Oh, she got the halfling left. What?
Hey!
I can't use it again, correct? On the same roll?
Correct. You have to use your roll.
Oh, yeah.
And blue one.
21.
Kita.
10.
Katie.
23.
23. We
Wow.
both rolled nat 20s.
Yeah.
I would have rather rolled it on a smack or smack.
What's your... Well,
Still.
we'll do it that way. So we will start with Jeffrey and Katie, whichever one of the two of you wants to go first. Blue Wind, you're on deck.
I can. I would like to rage, first of all.
Okay.
And then I would like to... Do I see this thing as its tendril is withdrawing?
As you start looking around, you notice that one of the stalactites, an eyeball appears on it, and you watch as the lower half of it opens up into this gaping mouth of teeth.
Yeah.
And
Loxy knows what that is.
there are
Katie doesn't. This is bad.
what looks like 4 tendrils
Great. Alright.
that unfurl and start to wiggle about.
I grab my bow and I fire at it.
Now, the crazy thing about this is it looks almost indistinguishable from the stones hanging from the ceiling.
It's just
Roll
your
to hit.
10 plus your dice.
Oh, that's all right. That is a 23 to hit.
Okay. That is a hit.
And then my bow.
So much money. Love it. Get it. Will only give me 1 point.
That only gives me that. And rage damage is that. So that's 10 damage.
You're raging.
Yes, I'm raging.
Okay.
And then I would like to do it again because I have extra attack.
Okay.
Oof, that is only an 8 to hit.
An 8 to hit does not. It
Oh.
pings off this. It pings off the stone ceiling, and you watch as part of the arrow goes that way and part of the arrow goes that way.
Gotcha.
Which now brings us to Jeffrey. You see, we'll say 30 feet in front of you. She's firing at something on the ceiling.
Then I'm going to, can I see what she's shooting at from the ceiling, or do I need to move up? To
You'll
her?
have to move up because of the.
I will move up to her, and then I will shoot at what she's shooting at.
I'm
from the
gonna grab
ceiling.
minis
Okay.
and make our life easier.
$13.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
You fire at this thing and you watch as the arrow off the skin and it snaps just like you hit stone.
Alright, well, I'm going to shoot at it again.
Okay.
That was worse.
That does not hit. Hey, Jaded.
Hey, Jaded!
Hey.
That brings us to Blue Wind.
I want to move up to where I can see it. No one cast Entangle on it.
I'm gonna use Sarah Mini.
Okay. And what does Entangle require?
I don't care which one is funny.
Unless it's
Just grab
what
one.
does it do or what does it require?
What does it require from me?
A strength saving throw.
Okay.
Jeffrey, you wanna be a wolf?
Sure.
Where did oh that?
I get, yeah, it's a wolf.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll do it.
Jeffrey's a
All right.
wolf.
What's my DC?
15.
I matched your DC.
Do you need a mini?
Yes, please.
What are you doing?
Mm.
Nothing, you just seem distracted. I miss you. Love you.
That just means it's not restrained.
Okay.
But it is in
I'm debating what I'm
Difficult
gonna do
terrain.
with 2 levels higher.
Okay.
Yeah, there's pants.
Really? Really? You're gonna make me be the pants?
I can be the pants. I
I'm
will.
And then I
I'm
want
gonna be the pants in
and
this
then-
relationship.
I want
Someone's
to
got to.
Well, technically, you were on bottom.
pull out then I wanna pull out the
I
bow,
wear
the short bow.
Okay.
Just, you know, when you
And
were
knocking her
trench coating.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Kita.
Yeah. I am going to. Oh gosh. Okay, I need to look at this.
Gives you +5.
That's right.
Bonus action gives you +5.
Cool. I am. Instead of doing that, I'm going to attempt to hide.
Okay.
Ooh, 28 to hide. And then I'm going to attempt to shoot at.
You can't.
Why?
You just gave your ranged weapon to the
Oh,
satyr.
that's right. Oops. Crap. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to then cast Dissonant Vistas.
Okay.
So it needs to make a wisdom save.
What is the DC?
15.
I do not make it.
Haha. 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 3d6. That's what it is. 3d6. I know my spells. I can do this.
I've
That's
got
what
spells, and the magic kind too.
Yes. That would be 12 points of psychic damage, and it must immediately use its reaction to move as far away as possible from me.
It moves about 5 feet away
Oof. Okay.
because difficult terrain.
Well, it's not very fast then.
And that one's going to do that. So,
Wait, that one. Guys, we're in trouble.
odd or even?
I'm in danger.
Odd or even?
Odd.
Alright.
So I'm naturally odd. Should know this.
Okay. One of the tendrils launches down. Does an 11 hit you, Jeffrey?
No.
Alright. Another tendril launches down, and this misses completely. Smashes into the floor. It does not like you.
Good. If it means it don't like me, it's not hitting me, that's fine.
No, no, no.
You just
Oh.
All of its attacks have been going after you. This one is a 19 to hit.
That hits. Yeah, AC 18.
Okay. And one of the tendrils does finally find purchase. I need a strength saving throw, DC 15.
11. No. 10. Because it's -1.
You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
For save.
Oh, it's +2, so it would be
13.
itself would be 400. So how much point?
25 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are now grappled by the tendril.
Not 250.
That's okay. This means if it's holding you, it can see the tendril to shoot at.
13 to hit Katie.
Not today,
Not
tentacle.
today. Alright. So you are now grappled by this creature's tendril. 3 of them are flailing about, not doing much, as he can't quite hit you guys properly. And that brings us back to Katie and Jeffrey.
You want to go first this time?
Can't shoot with my bow. I guess I can.
You're grappled by it. It doesn't stop you from attacking.
Yeah, but if I shot him with my bow and I'm grappled, would I not be at disadvantage because I'm
Point blank?
within? It's point blank.
No, you're grappled. You're not point blank.
So his tendrils
big.
got me. He hasn't pulled me in yet.
Correct.
Got it. Then I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
Do it.
Shoot him in the eye.
19 to hit.
It shoots forward, and you're aiming for that spot where the tendrils coming out of the creature to let you go, and it goes. However, you notice that it chips some of the creature. You just barely.
Tiny
So it's a
little
rock
seed.
kraken?
It's a rock kraken.
It's a
All right. Well, I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Katie doesn't know
And
what
I
this
missed.
is.
It's a rock
Okay.
crake.
Don't you have improved critical?
Yes.
Did you roll a 19 on your die?
No, I did it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been a 20
Perfect.
something.
Katie, you see Jeffrey wrapped up by this tendril.
Right, I am going to shoot to try to free Jeffrey, unless that counts as a cold shot.
You shooting a tendril?
No, I'm shooting for the eye.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot the mass, the big mass of it. Oh, so close. That's 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right. What's my D8? Oh, nice. 13 damage. Max damage on that.
Very nice.
And then I do it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10 to hit.
You do not this time catch it.
I'm gonna action surge as this thing's doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna shoot again. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That ricochets off its skin.
It's got an AC of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's that one? You bastard. That's gonna kill us. I like it. I do it again.
Yeah.
That hits. That's another 23.
Yep.
And that's another max damage. So
Nice.
it's another 13.
All right. At this point in time,
Yeah.
you hear from the darkness, "What's going on, guys?"
Oh. Oof. Just stay down.
Huh?
There's a creature on the ceiling.
Oh, I can't see anything.
Just go back.
Stay down.
I'm not down. I'm just standing here trying to figure out what's going on.
Get down.
Get down.
Get down.
Okay.
Do a little dance.
Blue wind.
Make a little love.
Get down tonight.
How high are the ceilings?
It's varying, but from what you can see here, probably between 30 and 40 feet.
That even work. Knowing that.
Kita, you're on deck.
I summon Ilfakir to haste us from another dimension.
I'm gonna shoot at it with the bow.
Okay.
It's only 14 hit.
You do not manage to do any damage to this thing.
And then I'm gonna take the bow and hand it to Kita.
Okay.
I'm sure you can use
That's
this.
fine. I'll take it.
Playing. Ah! There.
Kia.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
Can you take your bow first?
Well, yes, I'm gonna take my bow and then use my bonus action to hide. It's a 27 to hide.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna shoot at it.
Hey, you can hit it now from here,
Yeah.
potentially.
That's a
Remember, chat, you have commands that can help the party out or hinder the party if you so desire.
22 to hit.
22 to hit does hit.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's 10, 15, 20 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Anything else on you?
No, that'll be it.
All right. Oh shoot, I forgot. Roll another strength save.
10.
Okay. You watch as Jeffrey is now lifted off the ground
No, Jeffrey.
and is dangling about 25 feet in the air.
It's alright if it eats you, the mouth is squishy. Stab it there.
Valid point.
And with that happening, it only has one target to go after. 18?
Oh shoot, yeah, that hits me.
And
It's because you're
even
not telling it no.
18 and
right.
even more.
He missed me, so.
Okay.
First attack,
Sam, can I steal your pencil quick? It says everybody's attached.
is 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And that's not halved.
Why not?
No, I meant you're the
Oh,
8.
correct.
Okay.
And I need a strength saving throw.
Oof, 10.
You are not grappled.
Yep.
As a second tendril strikes out at you
Bring it.
and does 24 points of bludgeoning damage and another strength saving throw.
15.
That one doesn't. That one you manage to rip off your body before it wraps around you. But you are now grappled by this creature.
Awesome.
Katie and Jeffrey.
Do you want to smack him first? Or you want me to?
Go ahead.
I will shoot at him twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I missed him.
Oh, wait.
And missed him again.
Okay. Katie.
Does Jeffrey get another strength save or no?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nah, that didn't.
All right.
You're rolling strength saves about as well as I roll wisdom saves.
Heart of the cards. I miss.
How badly?
It's an 8.
Okay. Don't you have a second attack?
Yes, I do. I was. Oh, that one should hit. That's a dirty 20. I know that glances off.
tries.
Bonus action. I have my gear. Hold on. Where is this thing grappling me?
From the center mass.
Does it look like it's going to bring me towards its mouth?
Why, yes. Yes, it does.
I want to taunt it. Look, I'm delicious! I want to try and encourage it to eat me.
It doesn't look like it needs any more encouragement.
Perfect. That'll be all for me as I'm kind of... Does that count as my bonus action? Because if not, I'd like to second wind
Go ahead and second wind.
and get some health back.
Go ahead and second wind. Blue wind.
No, I should have did that same thing.
Is the one that
9
was
back.
originally in my entangle still on that pillar?
That's the only one you know of, yes.
I'm going to dismiss entangle.
Okay.
And honestly, sure, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Yes.
Cool.
Do it.
You can see now.
He
Yeah.
can.
Oh dear God.
Are
He
you
can.
blind?
He can. Anything else? You do not do damage on the cast.
True. It's not till
It's turn.
that's
It's
true. I did read that.
That's right.
when it enters for the first time,
Or it starts
or it
its
starts
turn.
its turn.
Okay. Nope, I'm gonna cast it, and then
At least you're guaranteed that it's going to take damage at least once.
Right.
Well, the fact that you can move the Death Star ray around wherever you want, that's a bonus.
And then I want to use my Balm of the Summer Court
Okay.
and give some healing to. Because which out of the two of you looks worse off right now? Because I know
I'm exactly half.
you're exactly half.
I've looked better. I've definitely looked better. I've got some bruises. There's little bits of blood. I look like I look rough.
I'm gonna use 2d6 healing for you. That is 7 points.
Woo! We'll take it.
That's
much better spot.
You also gain 1 temporary hit point per dice spent, so you get 2 points of temporary.
Perfect.
And that's it for me.
Yay!
I'm going to do the same thing I did last time and attempt to hide.
Okay.
So 15 to hide.
Okay.
Do I feel hidden?
It is looking at you.
I'm gonna shoot it anyways.
Okay.
Probably not. Yeah, no.
Isn't that 20?
Where?
That was a hint for chat.
Yes, that's 12 to hit.
12 to hit. No. It strikes into this creature and the arrow shatters on its skin.
Kind of figured. That's it for me.
Okay. Jeffrey is drugged all the way up to the ceiling. And as it tries to clamp down on you, you being the squiggly type that you are, manage to make it so that it does not bite down and chew on your person. I missed.
Good.
Is anyone else okay getting, like, on break running to the gas station? I want to get a big jug of water.
Actually, yeah, it does that. It pulls you up. You are now 25 feet off the ground.
Perfect.
And it fails its constitution save versus Moonbeam. I'm pretty sure that's like a 15 for your spell save?
Yep.
Yeah, I failed.
Does it pull me into Moonbeam?
Not yet.
Just checking. Asking for a friend.
3d10. So the double digit ones mess me up. 6. 14 points.
Oh,
3d10
radiant damage.
radiant damage.
Alright. And then it very slowly starts to move toward you and Kita. Only about 10 feet. And that brings us to Katie and Jeffrey.
Go for it.
Oh, shoot at
You,
them
you're
again.
due. You're due for a
You are
crit.
now going to be considered point blank.
Okay, so to add disadvantage.
Unless you can do anything else.
19.
19?
Not good enough.
No, not quite enough.
Oh no! The 20 was there, but it's a disadvantage.
19 again.
Yep, you're having a very hard time breaking through this creature's skin.
Alright, am I considered point blank?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You're dangling 25 feet in the air by one of its tendrils, and you're pretty sure that you will be within biting distance shortly.
How far am I from its mouth?
About 15 feet.
How big is its mouth?
You're pretty sure it'll take a big bite out of Kron here.
Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna try and shoot it again.
Okay.
Now that the moonbeam is there, I call out to our friend, if you can see it, shoot it or something! That's not gonna be enough to hit, that's only a 15.
Okay.
Second attack. That's only a 13, that's not gonna be enough. Because if I use my bonus action, if I try to use a strength save to get away from this thing, I'm gonna fall 25 feet.
Yes.
And that's gonna do a crap ton of damage. Can I use my bonus action to bite it?
Sure.
Does it?
You still
Like-
need to roll to hit.
Does a tendril feel soft?
Nope.
I don't try to bite it.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Bonus action, can I try to kick my shoe off at its eye?
Sure.
It's only 15 feet away. Shit. What am I adding to that?
That would be a
Just
dexterity.
dex. 10.
Yeah. Plus you're kicking 15 feet upward, so gravity's working against you. That doesn't work very well.
I am now without one boot.
You are without one boot. And then from the back you hear, oh, oh, oh. And then you hear a sound.
He's got a sling.
He's got a sling.
But
And much like David and Goliath, he rolls a nat 20.
yes! Good job, Janice. Sorry about your name, but good job.
What is that little
Oh,
thing?
Axel, that's not nice.
Now here's the worst part.
That sounds delicious.
Here's the worst part. He kills it.
Yep.
And you guys fall.
Yep. 25 feet, so that's...
you.
Yeah.
As you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Oof. Is that halved or no? Yeah, it
Or
is.
no, not 6. 10.
Okay.
And that is not halved by me. It is halved by
Gotcha.
damage. You, on the other hand, are falling 35 feet.
It's been a good run, Jeffrey. Good job.
As you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And Janice is looking at you guys like, what was that?
I'm not sure.
Huh. That's creepy. And he walks over and starts poking at it. It feels like a stone. But it's squishy too. Is it squishy because it's dead?
Can you
Maybe.
stop poking it?
And he is. He's just like,
Can I get some of its teeth? DM, I'd like to try and harvest some of the teeth.
you would like to harvest some of the teeth.
Yes.
Roll me a survival.
Survival. With a survival of 21, I would like to alleviate this critter of some of its chomp chomps.
You're not sure how. Its entire body is like stone.
Oh. I sit down and pout.
Okay. I will say that you just barely missed a DC.
Can I assist?
It is after the fact.
I couldn't have rolled much better, if that makes you feel any better. It was almost a max roll.
You guys have defeated this critter. It is right about our break time. Actually, it's after our break time. So we are going to take a pause in today's adventure, and we will be back in a little while to continue with this. Thank you
Sounds
all
good.
for sticking around and watching with us. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Sunday. And we will see you guys in just a little bit.
Bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Turkey. I'm from the Grouch Couch. We're a D&D variety channel, and we've had a lot of shenanigans into our show. If you hang out long enough, I promise that we'll make you laugh.
Hi, I'm DM Thaco from Dragons in the Dining Room. We quite literally stream D&D from our dining room. A variety D&D show where we also have a talk show on Mondays. If you hang out with us, you may even be able to influence our show. Welcome to the dining room.
Hey guys, I'm Joe from Joe Dirt. If you guys like homebrew, some table talks, some mini campaigns, why don't you go on and jump in the hole and throw me a follow. See you there.
Hi, my name is Sprinkles. I'm from Spooky Sprinkles, and I paint cute and spooky paintings and patches. And so, if you want to come watch a really wholesome art stream, come hang out with me.
Hi, I'm the Lich. I like short and hot live-action gameplays. Think you can survive the dungeon and earn the shirt? Come by on Tuesdays. Or if you dig mutant apocalypses, hit the road, Aging Spooky's Akabich Roadshow on Saturday.
And we are hero approved.
Welcome back to Dragons in the Dining Room. We have had a chance to grab some food, stretch, and things like that. And now we are back trying to figure out what to do in the caves underneath the city. Hey Tay, how's it going?
Oh, let me grab my phone.
He's like,
We're just wrapping up a couple last little minute things as we get ourselves settled at the table. Good to see you, Tay. Haven't seen you here in a little while.
Now it's too hot.
So yes, you guys just got done killing a
Did you just
roper.
check to see if it was
yes.
hot?
You guys just got done killing a creature on the top of the ceiling that tried to eat you guys.
Oh
And somehow or another, the random stranger that's following you guys about managed to kill the thing and knock you guys down from the ceiling as gravity took hold and you guys went splat. Well, Tay, I'm glad you're finding a good place. That is something we all strive for, and I'm glad you're getting there.
I'm going to quickly go over to Jeffrey and do a medicine check on him.
Okay.
I'm trying to wrap him up in bandages or something.
Do you have a kit?
I thought she did.
She's a slave, honey.
Oh.
Do you have a healing kit?
No.
Then it's not going to work.
Fine, I'm gonna use boneless undercore again.
Fine.
Get 7 points.
And that
at
is how you
least.
say as a DM.
You know what? I might do that later, Axel. Just for you.
Ding, prize are done.
Tip her hat.
Can
She
I
looks
find
surprised with
another one
that.
of those?
I mean, granted, well, no, because neither of you have a medic kit either.
It
No,
did.
we were robbed.
My magic arrows, her boots, everything.
Are you
My
saying
scimitar.
that out loud?
Yes.
Yes.
I may be able to help you find them. If we can get to where they might have hidden something, I can detect magic.
You know, just for giggles, how often can you detect magic? Because when we get near to this house, that might be a good way to help check for some obstacles in our path as well.
Mm-hmm.
At least 3 more times. At least 3 times, if not more.
Yes.
There's a word right after detect magic you need to look for.
Ritual.
Can't she cast it as a spell as well, or is it only as a ritual?
A ritual doesn't use any of your spell slots.
So you can keep doing it over again. But can she, as a
It's
satyr,
every-
can she cast
it's
a
every-
ritual special? Or
Because it's one of the
Do you have to be
druid
able to?
spells.
I know, but it's also a ritual spell. Which means it takes you roughly 10 minutes to cast it, but you can do it without using a spell slot.
So that was a hint to say
you
you
can
aren't
keep
limited.
casting. You
If
just
we
need
take
that
time.
Okay.
Yep.
If I have enough time,
How
it may take me about 10 minutes to get it going, but I can do it as many times as I can.
is it just instant around you, or can you take it with you, like a sixth sense?
You know, Krabby, that's a matter of perspective.
Oh. Why not?
Both, definitely both.
All of the above.
Technically, can I take that with me, or is it just from where I'm sitting?
Detect what
does it
magic
say?
is 30 feet.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
What does it say?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
And
How long does it last?
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
So, with that being said, are you limited to one spot?
No.
There we go.
When we get closer, that might be something that could be very, very valuable.
Alright, so here you stand in this large, naturally formed cave surrounded by what could potentially be dangerous stalactite and stalagmites, water dripping around you, fungus, a man who can't see in the dark,
There's a fungus among us.
and 2 tunnels, one heading to your left and one almost directly in front of you.
So there's 3 out of this room then. The one we came in, and
It's
then
not so much a tunnel as it is a crack in the wall.
gotcha. I vote we just keep going left, and eventually that way we can't get lost if we keep varying the direction we go.
Fair.
I mean, otherwise we can go straight. I feel like if we, whichever way we choose now,
We need to
we
keep
should
doing that.
yeah. So straight or left?
Left.
I prefer not to go straight myself, so
Left.
left. That's not what.
I knew you'd understand.
I
The look. I knew you'd
understand.
understand the look I was giving you.
Because my foot won't fit there.
Alrighty, so you guys decide to head down the left tunnel. As you guys make your way toward this left tunnel, you hear a voice from behind you. Guys, is it safe to move yet?
I'm gonna go back and. Did you bring a torch with you by chance?
No, I was just told to follow you guys.
I'm gonna grab his hand.
Okay.
Walk over and grab his hand and just walk him across.
Does he start blushing?
No.
We do have a torch. Because we still have the sticker one that I had strapped to the side of my water skin from way back. It's already been lit once or twice. Remember our torch nub? I light the torch nub.
Okay. There is now a torch.
There we go. Here, you hold on to this,
Okay.
and that will help you see. And we'll just take it slow.
Okay. And he follows behind you guys.
Good shot back there, by the way.
I got lucky. I was scared.
We appreciate
That's
your love.
Alright, Keto, lead on.
So you guys make your way toward the left tunnel. And as you get to the left tunnel, you notice that the tunnel kind of has a somewhat steep grade heading downward. And it's slick and kind of moist. You can tell that whatever humidity is in this room is lining the stonework as you're standing at the edge of this tunnel that goes down. And there's just a little bit, there's just enough condensation and water dripping that you can see a couple of rivulets that go down that direction.
Can we see how far down it goes?
You can, sort of.
Like, does it look like it ends abruptly is what I'm getting at.
I feel like this might be the tunnel that we
Sort of.
Slid down to
slid
get
down
into the
and
lake.
landed in the lake.
But we're in the wrong direction for that, because we never went through the crevasse.
Right, but we went through the crevasse and went this way, and then we were coming from this way when we slid down the thing and landed in the lake, so that this was this way, so maybe
Gotcha.
we could have ended up in the room that we slid down. Because I don't think going down is going to bring us up to that place.
Right.
You do see that it goes down, and it looks like it levels out, but
Alright.
it is reaching the edge of your vision.
I think maybe one of us should go first. And
Is that a hint?
that way if we slip, well, who's kind of dexterous or strong enough to grasp onto the rocks? Good. Thank you for volunteering. Yow. Thank you for volunteering.
Okay. I will continue forward then.
I need you to roll me a dexterity saving.
That's fine. Ooh. That's a 17.
that descending this is extremely precarious. You are keeping your feet underneath you, but it's one of those where you really have to pay attention to where you're putting your feet.
I'm definitely moving cautiously.
Yep. I need another deck save.
Much better. 24.
There's a few stones that stick up and they're not getting hit by the rivulets of water that you can manage to put your feet on as you're descending. Give me one more.
Halfling luck. 13.
As you get near the bottom, you can see that indeed Jeffrey was correct. This does look like the room that leads down into the lake. As you go to put your foot down, you turn to holler up and let Jeffrey know this, and you set your foot wrong. And all of a sudden you land on your duff on this grade. And you find yourself falling and sliding and falling again. And you land in the lake.
Not this way.
I start making my way to swim towards the edge of the lake.
I'm gonna call down to tunnel. Kida! You okay?
This is the way to the lake.
It's no time for a swim. Get back up here.
I need you to roll a perception first.
Me?
Both of you.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you know, we've had better days.
You both hear echoes of your voices.
I stopped shouting.
I'm pretty sure she landed in the lake.
I think that's right. Right, Father Jarity? Like, it's...
Oh, speaking of which, Father Jarity, congratulations. You should see that there is a new icon next to your name. You have been promoted as per your request as one of our new moderators. Congratulations.
Go back and get Kita from the lake. No, I think we just wait for her. And we'll just kind of... We can take a short rest while she's gone.
She won't be gone for an hour. It'll only be about 15 minutes for her to get back.
We'll wait for her.
Go ahead and rest. I'm gonna, try and make my way back to them.
About 15 minutes passes and you make your way right back up.
I look very not amused.
What?
Yeah.
Dun.
And you now
It's not
are
me, it's
standing.
Axel.
You make your way up behind them. You guys hear her approaching. And as you turn, torchlight and dark vision lets you see that she is now entering the room.
Well, I guess we are going straight and not left after all.
I'm gonna use
I thought so.
my second wind to get some more hit point back.
Do that. Well, you know, not everything works out that way, so we're okay with that. You wouldn't have such fantastic hair otherwise.
I need to just send you pictures of my wardrobe, although I think you've seen most of it, and be like, fix this!
No, we just need to fly him out here for a week and have him stay, so that way he can do
Fix
all of our
this.
hair and fix our hot messes.
Fix this.
And sit at the table and play games.
Yes.
Yes, that too, but mostly fix this!
Help us.
This is when you start thinking about how much you're going to charge Axel.
Right?
So you guys start
Okay.
making your way down the other tunnel. And as you do, you find yourselves in a familiar cave. Very large cave again. And to your left, you see another tunnel. This looks much more like a hole in the ground. Very similar to the one that you guys used as a slide to go dive into the lake. There also happens to be...
Wait,
So yeah, we're all confused now.
you said that the place where I just slid off was the same place where we
They're
slid off
both
into the
going to
lake.
go to the lake.
I didn't say it was the same one. I said it goes down into the room that dropped into the lake.
Okay, you said Jeffrey was right, and Jeffrey thought
Jeffrey was right. It does lead down into the lake.
that you cut me off.
That's why we're confused.
Jeffrey was correct in that it went down into the lake. That is what I was referring to.
Okay.
As you make your way into this next room, it is the room that you guys originally used to get down into the lake. As it wasn't a tunnel that you guys walked down into to get into the lake the first time, you know, a large tunnel. It was a small one that you guys used as a slide. Remember I made the Goonies reference?
Mm-hmm. No, we remember that.
And you see that in the next room as you enter it. You also see on the far side of the room a little tiny carved hole that led into your prison.
So is there any way to go that's not back to the lake or our prison?
In this room, no.
Then where else is there to go?
There's got to be a way that they got us from there into our prison.
Maybe we should re-inspect the prison.
Detect magic in the prison.
Yes.
Okay. We crawl back into the prison cell.
And as you crawl your way back into the prison cell, you hear grumbling from behind you.
Sorry about that.
As Justin is like, I can't believe you guys made it out of here. This is such a tiny place.
Glad you got fed, Ronce.
Yay, Jenny's food.
Should we just have him stay outside?
Oh, he's making his way. He's just grumbling.
Fair.
And you guys pop yourselves up into this room. As you turn and start looking around, that hole that you just walked through isn't there.
I
Why
am
don't we have that guy stand right next to it so
Yeah.
we know where the damn hole is?
Okay.
I don't want to have to re-find it.
And then we can take 10 minutes to let Blue Wind do her oogly moogly thing.
Yep, I'm going to cast it as a ritual.
Alright. 10 minutes passes. Your ritual fires. And immediately you see a glow directly behind Justin.
Well, there's a glow behind Justin, which means that that hole is magically hidden.
Which we need to do
Yeah.
that.
We,
And,
at least we know her ability works.
and you recognize it as illusion magic. You scan the rest of the room and you see 5 different sources of magic. They're all very local, and they're all about the size of a teacup saucer dish. Scattered about the wall opposite where the tunnel is. And you recognize the School of Magic as transmutation.
I'm gonna walk over and point to the spots on the wall and be like, these are glowing, and it's transmutation magic.
Wait, transmutation magic, isn't that the kind of magic that takes one thing and make it look like another? Or turns it into another? I don't know much about magic.
I don't know crap about magic, so.
I'm trying to figure out magic stuff.
Okay.
With
that being the answer, yes, transmutation magic is something that changes an object.
Yes, the answer is yes, Katie.
I want to try and mess with the spots that she pointed out.
What's up, Speedy? Glad you could make it. How was
Hey,
Resident Evil?
Speedy. Bing.
He was playing Resident Evil remix or remake.
Nice.
Fraud. Stick with that abjuration hashtag just fireball.
Great.
So as you start messing around with it, roll me an investigation.
Can anyone help me look around?
I will.
What
I'm
did
over
you-
there.
What did you roll?
4.
4?
4.
You start messing around with it, and to you, it just appears like small outcroppings of stone. You're not quite sure what to do about it.
I'm gonna
Well, Katie's
look
answer
and
would be hit it with her hammer.
It's an axe.
Hit her with her axe.
I'm gonna look around it because I'm right there next to her.
Roll me an investigation.
Yes!
Nat 20, and that would be 24.
All right. As
Gotta go for crits.
she's looking around, playing around with it, you kind of walk behind her and look as well. And with your detect magic giving you a bit of insight to this, you start playing around with it and you realize that these stones, while the transmutation magic makes it look like the wall, these stones are actually indeed some type of lever. And as you mess with it, some of them go up and down, some of them go right and left. And
It's
there
like
are
one of the
5
the
of them.
slidey locks.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the lever.
Wrong.
I'm gonna try moving one of them, whichever direction it goes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Speedy.
Speedy.
And Ron.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach for one of them and start moving it.
1 second.
One.
Stop it.
Why do you even have that lever? First I'll turn him into a flea, then I'll put the flea in a box, then I'll send it to myself in the mail. When it comes out, I'll smash it with my hammer. Which is really nice. It's brilliant, brilliant,
Alright.
brilliant.
So again, there are 5 of them. And
Can we get a
some of-
maca?
what?
A maca?
Over here.
Because if this is puzzle-ish, I want to be able to figure out what we're doing. So, lever...
Or to save on postage.
So, starting with the left lever.
Yep, that one goes left and right.
Okay.
The next one moves up and down. The next
Alright.
one moves up and down.
Okay.
The next one moves left and right. And the last one moves up and down.
Alright, where are they right now? Like, what position are they in?
They're in various positions.
Okay, this isn't a puzzle. Lever 1, if it's left, I want to move it right, and if it's right, I want to move it left.
Okay.
I think if we do one at a time,
1 second here.
Systematically narrow it down.
but Axel. If only we had a bard in the party, then we could be stuck between a rock and a bard place.
Alright.
But it's
So the very first one is
Hey,
you
Dr. Leach.
Hey, Dr. Leach.
Hello.
As you play with the very first one, you realize that it is to the right hand side, so you move it left.
Okay. It was right, and we moved it left. I'm gonna keep a flow chart of what we do with each of these levers.
Do it.
Okay.
No,
And there is a
idea.
bit of a clicking sound.
Where does the clicking sound come from?
It's hard to tell.
Alright, how loud is it?
Very faint. That's why it's hard to tell where it's coming from.
Gotcha. I would like to then move to lever number 2.
Okay. It is in a down position as you play around with it.
Okay. I would then like to move it up.
Okay. You hear another very faint click sound.
We have not talked to Leech, but that is on the agenda, actually. I would like to move to number lever 3, please.
That one is in the up position as you play around with it.
Okay, I would like to move it down.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
I put it back up.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. I mean, if this was different, I would say it was left, left, right, up, down, down, but it's not that, so.
No, I'm not using the Konami code.
I kind of wish you would. I'd have figured it out by now. I go to lever number 4.
That one is in the right position.
I move it left.
Okay.
Do I hear any clicky clicky?
Nope.
I move it back to the right.
Nothing.
And then I go to lever number 5.
The last one is in the up position. It can move down.
I move it down.
Okay.
Is that clicky clicky?
No.
So then the two lever number 3 and 4, the ones that were one way and I moved them back, I switched them to the opposite of where they were. So it's left, up, down, left, down.
So you put them back to the way it was originally?
Yeah, because what I did is when there was no click, I moved them back.
So now she has them opposite of their starting position, and
Correct,
nothing seems
yeah.
to happen.
Nothing seems to happen. Okay, so it's not left, up, down, left, down.
But the left and up seem to be correct if it clicked.
So let's do that. We're moving them all left and up. Or wait, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
So
Okay,
it's
Try it.
left and up.
So it's left, up, left, up.
Nothing seems to happen.
Left and down.
From
Now
all
it's
of them left and down.
yes. So now it's left, down,
As you
down, left, down.
seeing as the first one is already left, you move the second one down, and you hear a click.
Okay, so there was a click by number 2. I'm just gonna put that there.
It was a click with number 1.
Yeah, originally when we moved number 1 there was a click. So we've got number 1 and 2 to click.
And there's nothing after that.
What if we, well, if you're doing one at a time, if these two aren't
These two
too
won't
far
click
apart,
then
what if
until
you did them at the exact same time? If they're not too far apart, have some.
if we move, what happens if I move 3 back up? So it's left, down, up, left, down.
Left, down, up, left, down.
Yes.
As you do that, you hear a series of clicking sounds,
Yes!
and
As long as it doesn't go click click boom.
slowly,
Right.
slowly, you watch as those 5 spots kind of glow for all of you to see, and just in between the 3rd and the 4th one, a seam appears. As you watch it go, and a doorway, the edging of a doorway becomes apparent.
I memorized this combination of left, down, up, left, down, and I'm putting it on my paper just in case.
Secret door. Secret door. Down, up,
I liked that. I enjoyed that.
left, right, left. Working technique, I've
Left,
heard.
right, left, right. Left.
The guy behind you is like, "What are you doing?"
Look it.
We made a door. There was a secret.
Yeah, with a
It was
dancing that the two of you were doing?
Oh, it was magically spelled shut. So we're moving. These rocks are disguised to look like
right,
levers.
Left, right.
It's a training technique.
Oh, 1 second. D20 is a short way of saying 20-sided die. The one that you roll almost all the time.
Yep. The main one.
Too bad we
The
can't
one
roll
with
d20s with
really
advantage.
Right?
Nice.
Well,
Oh.
Except the
If you want
monsters
to show
would
them
be
a
so much
huge
harder.
version of a D20.
Oh,
yes. It's a good
and
question.
for those of you who, when you take your glasses off, you can't see, you can use a really big D20. I can see those numbers.
Just don't trust your aim with it.
No, don't trust her aim with it.
You know what? All it should tell you is that subconsciously, I really do love you more than the China Hutch, and that's why it missed you and hit the China Hutch.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's the only explanation.
Gotcha.
Because
That
I
makes
hit you
sense.
square. Okay, right before we started dating, ask me about a pizza cutter and my aim.
She almost took my head off.
He had a line of. Okay, so yes, super. I'll be quick. I promise. Old school pizza cutter had a wood handle. It came out of the dishwasher. The glue had loosened. I didn't know that. He said something smart ass or jerky like he does, and I shook the pizza cutter at him to make my point. And the wheel of the pizza cutter dislodged from the handle, flew at him. He moved his head and it went zing, and it cut him for like.
It didn't cut me.
It
Just-
scratched you.
It left a red mark.
Circular throwing star?
Yes.
Yes.
I had just enough time to get my face out of the way as it went ding off my clavicle.
If I am angry, my aim is actually pretty dang good.
Yeah.
We've noticed that with markers. Because you've thrown markers at
Yeah.
nowhere.
She took me out with a marker. So
I remember one
there,
flame
you guys
was
watched
there.
as this scene appeared in the wall. It looked like the outline of a doorway.
I'm pretty sure that's where the bad guys are.
And you see Jessen. I'm going back.
Alright, do you remember the position of the levers?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, fishy. Smoke break?
Hey, fishy.
Smoke break, love.
Do you want us to,
Yeah, she had improvised weapon that day.
She definitely has improvised weapon for
It takes me being angry for my aim to get good. It's bad though. It's not a good thing.
And
Do
he
you
starts
want
crawling his way.
us to go back with you and come back with reinforcements?
I got the information I needed for the group.
Okay, have fun. Is there anything else that we want to do?
For the trim?
I'm just saying, if we're gonna fight the cultists, I need a fucking nap.
You know,
That's
that's
not a
a
bad idea.
Why don't? Go ahead.
I'll be able to do more if I sleep for a little while.
Well, why don't we
call this
close
lady.
the door again, maybe? And sleep in that room, because we should be relatively safe in that room.
Unless they bring more.
Yeah. So why don't we close the door, crawl out that tunnel, and then rest there? Because if they open the door, we're not going to have time for all of our chunky butts to get through there.
Sure.
Especially with all the grapes someone's been eating. I'm surprised you still fit through there, Jeffrey.
He's like, I like my
I like grapes.
Alright, so you guys are
I'm just mad because he didn't leave me any.
so you guys are messing with the levers, and
I'm sorry, I have a grape addiction.
so you guys are messing with the levers to close the door and exiting the room.
Yes.
We need to bring you to
Okay.
Julie. Grapes Anonymous.
Grapes Anonymous.
Knee shield, yes, knee shields would be an amazing thing right now, Father Jerry.
Right.
So you guys crawl your way out of the tunnel, and just as you get out of the tunnel,
Oh, Shizen.
you hear a scream.
Does it sound like Jessen?
Oh, it doesn't sound like Jessen. It looks like Jessen.
Oh no.
As you watch a torch off in the distance go.
Oh, he just went swimming.
No.
No?
And his body is going up toward the ceiling.
Oh!
magic burst on the table.
Oh, I start heading in that direction.
Yo. Oops.
Oh, you got it good.
He's definitely going for a ride.
I'm coming!
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I grab my bow and knock an arrow. Because if he's going up, I'm assuming it's another one of these oogly boogly thingies.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay farther away from him this time. I'll
All
shoot
right.
him from long.
So you guys make it. Well, you two start running that way. What are the two of you doing?
I'm following.
All right. So the four of you start running across the cave to go and figure out what's happening to Justin, and indeed you see another one of these rock creatures on the ceiling. It is smaller than the previous one that you saw.
That's good.
It only happens to have 2 tendrils, but both of them happen to be wrapped around Justin.
I would like to rage and fire.
I would like to get initiative.
Don't always get what we want, Joe.
I know.
Fizzy lifting drink. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Starting with blue end.
7.
Beautiful. Kita.
That would be an 11.
Jeffrey.
13.
What happened to all your massive rolls from the last one?
We used them all.
19. There we are.
We will
Alright,
start
Katie, you
the-
start this off.
Alrighty. I fire my arrow. Hold on.
How far away are we from him?
How far away do you want to be when you start this?
Me? I want to be far. I want to be far enough you can't get me.
How far away?
60 feet.
Okay.
I fire my arrow.
How far away are you?
35 feet.
Okay. We'll hit.
That was interference. That's a 13.
13
Yeah.
does not hit, however, it does take a piece of the creature with it.
Perfect. I would like to do that again.
Okay.
Oof. 14?
This one, I mean, it looks like it's doing more damage, but not quite.
Alright. That's me then.
Jeffrey.
I'm going to shoot at him with my arrow.
Okay.
21.
That'll hit.
Is the whole
4.
creature glowing?
Then I'm going to shoot at him again.
So the creature's not magical.
24. Okay.
Your spell has ended.
Hmm.
24 to hit? Yes.
8 damage.
Okay. This thing, one of the tendrils unwraps from Jessen, and it launches an attack at Katie. And I'm assuming a 14 does not hit.
No, it does not.
Alright. Kita.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast True Strike,
Okay.
and I am going to then shoot at it
Okay.
with my bow. That was a 15 plus 5 from True Strike. That's 20
That hits.
plus hold on.
That hits.
28 to hit. Okay. Just making sure. For 11 points of piercing damage.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Blue end.
I want to cast.
Ooh. Justin's a good fighter.
That's good.
You
How
rolled
far
18.
away? How far away is this thing?
I don't know. How far away do you want to be from it?
Within 30 feet.
Okay. We'll put you at 30 feet at the start of your turn. Well, your movement is used to get you within 30 feet.
Okay, because I want to cast Thorn Whip
Okay. Roll it.
and take a crack at it.
Roll it.
What do I?
Your spellcasting modifier.
I wish that worked, Axel.
That was charisma. Wow, I am
Would be
It's
your
only
wisdom modifier.
13.
13. You hit this thing, but it's got some pretty thick hide.
Okay. That's pretty much what I'm going to do for the moment.
Alright, Jessen, having been caught off guard, only has time enough to reach down and pull his boot knife out, but he still manages to hit this thing,
Go, Justin. Woo!
and wow, rolls max damage.
Okay, maybe he's alright after all.
You gotta bring out that tough.
However, he does not get the tendril to unwrap from him.
He's no farm boy, but
Katie,
Yeah. I loose another arrow.
he is now up by the creature's mouth.
Okay, I definitely loose another arrow. 13.
Just misses.
Nice.
Crit! Also, Magic Burst should have gone off with a True Strike.
Oh. Sorry, we'll take care of that right here and now.
Crits for
You
Corgos.
got effective versus me getting effective with Chrono. So
And
if it-
that's
if it hadn't hit you, it would have hit me.
13 plus 7, that's 20 points of damage on that arrow.
1 second. Oh, this is the original. Stop it.
No.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, okay. We'll work with that in just a second.
20 points of damage from my arrow.
20 points of damage. Nice. As you do this, you strike the creature square in the eyeball.
Yay!
And both it and Jessen fall from the ceiling.
Can I try to catch Jessen? I'm a raging barbarian with 17 strength. I want to catch him.
You are unable to
Oh.
from your distance, as falling is faster than running.
Okay. Are you alright?
She's just imagining you trying to catch him.
He
No,
hits
I
the-
think it's her phone again.
He hits the ground.
It would be catching poor
Yes.
Jessen. Oh, you were staring at it and laughing, so I thought it was that, not me.
because I was looking away.
You hit the ground. He hits the ground, and there is a, and he does not move.
I run over and see if he's still breathing.
He appears to be. He also appears to be underneath this creature.
I pull the creature off him.
You pull the creature off of him. He appears to be unconscious.
I take my water skin off and try and
He is now clean and unconscious.
Do your medicine check. Oh, wait.
somebody do something. I'm not good at this part.
Does he have a medicine kit on him at all?
Does he? I search him for a medicine kit or anything healy-ish.
Because I will.
You know, actually he does.
I give it to you.
Gimme! I'm gonna do a medicine check on him. $22 medicine check.
You bring him back around. He wakes up and wide eye. Oh, is it dead? Am I dead? Why am I here?
It's dead. You're not.
Who are you? As he turns and looks at. Oh, wait, you guys don't know who she is either. There's a strange halfling standing in your group.
Huh? What?
There's a strange halfling in the group. Nobody recognizes who it is.
Hello?
She's talking to you.
Oh God, it's me!
just standing here.
Who are you and where are you done with my sister?
I am your sister. What are you talking about?
I've known my.
Wait.
Are you adopted?
Yes.
Where's my sister?
What's the name of the god friend you like?
The what?
The name of the god friend.
Jimmy?
I think it's her.
Who's my secret crush?
Luca? Except for that's not very secret. Like, everybody knows. You had an entire shrine to him in your room back home.
Okay, I think it might be her.
Why do you look so strange?
I look strange.
You look.
Yeah.
You don't look like you.
I look at my hands.
You're normal, you.
Look at my hand.
You're normal.
I
Somebody-
feel normal.
She's telling you the answers, but Shatner has been redeemed.
Oh no.
You are not my sister. I would know if you were my sister.
It
And-
might be a magic trick.
What if it's not?
Think about where we are. Oh, that's happened.
What if it's you?
Why would it be me?
Because you're a magical hoof person
So
with your
apparently
clippy
Gwen is
clop
Scottish.
feet.
The what?
I think
You sound Scottish.
we need to get back. You
It's Wolverine.
are going to be
Can I
not
roll
allowed.
insight to see if it's really my sister?
You don't know who that is.
I know, but let me roll insight.
You have no clue who she is.
She says she's my sister.
Right.
I want to see if she's telling the truth.
She appears to know the right answers.
You
But she is
appear
not.
to know the right answers.
She does not look or seem like your sister.
I am not convinced that you are my sister.
None of you believe that she is this person.
I don't believe you're this person. What do you think?
I'm gonna take out the
Is the minute over yet?
Yes, the minute is over.
the sistrum and start badly playing it to prove that I am Kita.
She can play a sister as bad as your sister, but she doesn't appear to be your sister. You don't know who this is.
Do we have rope?
Gabby!
I love you so much, Axel! Oh!
My eyes
Can see straight through your armor.
Objection! You're welcome, Father Gordon.
Okay, so
Oh. I still think the best Shatner was the horse.
And you guys watch as Justin starts to walk back out, being much more wary, picks up the torch. He's doing these numbers as he's walking through staring with great worry at the ceiling.
Do we want to go back with him and rest there instead of resting here where those...
Well, why don't we just slide down into the lake
Yeah.
and go back that way? It seems expedient.
What are we gonna do with her?
Slide down the lake?
There's a ramp. You can slide down. It'll pop you in the lake.
Oh.
That's how we got to the lake the first time.
Oh. Where is this ramp?
We show him where the ramp is.
The side?
Yes.
You guys
You're sure
did that
it's
on
safe?
purpose?
Not the first time. The
I
first time
pop
it was
down
an
and
accident.
slide.
Oh, you found it.
Yes.
Alright.
Lovely.
So all of a sudden as you're having this conversation, Katie goes, and yes, you hear
Cannonball!
Let the stranger go next.
okay, I'll go. Oh, go ahead.
this strange halfling goes. Fairly odd parents.
Badly on parents.
Furries!
And you watch as the strange halfling leaps down and slides too.
I'll follow her.
Okay.
Justin, are you coming this way?
I suppose they seem to be okay with
I'm
it.
sorry, that was my favorite cartoon. So I was
And he kind of
one of my favorite cartoons.
douses the torch and
Okay, Bubbles, I'm
hits the
I'm
ramp.
gonna go.
So all of you go down the water slide and find yourselves airborne for a short time. The three of you are familiar with this, so
Yeah,
just
so
like,
we swim out of the way so that they don't land on top of us.
so the three of you are all like, wee, sploosh, and start swimming, and then you hear sploosh, sploosh right behind you.
Thank you.
And there's some floundering in the water.
You can swim, right?
And then for a little bit, there's silence, and the both of you and Justin hear where the swimming is and start going in that direction.
It's not easy to swim with hooves for feet. They're a little heavy.
Can't you doggy paddle?
Moose can do it, why can't you?
Moose swim really well.
My sister was once bit by a moose.
You guys make your way to the other shore, and as you beach, as it were, the man on the other side of that's always guarding the door gets up, and his sword is drawn.
It's us.
As he starts approaching this strange halfling in your group. Who is she?
She says she's my sister, but none of us recognize her. My sister was there one moment, and then she was there the next.
You stay here.
Y'all need to get your eyes checked is what you need.
Before
I feel that a little too much some
I'm not
days.
bright. Big words confuse me. I have the attention span of a rodent, and Wanda loves me anyway. She makes me happy, and that should be enough for you.
Aww.
And as he holds the blade at you, Jessen takes the rest of you back into the war room.
We go with him back into the war room.
You guys are now there.
Explain to the. Are we talking to the? So we basically tell
And
them
you
what we
are-
found.
And you mentioned that you were going to take a rest, and he offers you up beds.
We would take long rests at this point.
Yeah.
I'm hurting.
You don't want rest.
Kita,
I need a fucking nap.
Yeah.
you're on the shore.
Just gonna, pick up a pebble, skip it across the water.
The man that was guarding the door, noticing that you're not doing much of anything, sits back down, but his blade is now across his lap.
Just twiddling my
Sitting
thumbs.
here, trying to find yourself. Get behind yourself. We take a long rest.
Okay. It's been a half an hour now, Kita,
Yeah.
and nobody's come out for you. You're on the beach.
All by myself.
I am really disturbed, but I don't know where my sister is. But I feel like I need to rest to be able to do anything about it. Like, I think maybe she was switcherooed and taken through the doors, but I know if I go through those doors right now, I can't save her looking like this.
Okay.
I mean,
I
it
would
is a
like.
little rough looking.
I would like to do the ritual cast while these two rest,
Okay.
and then walk back out to look at that strange halfling to see if not
Nothing.
glowing.
No magical, nothing.
Can I at least? Can I look at my reflection in the water?
You are you.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, I want to go like far enough away, out of range of her arms, which that's I don't have to go very far, pretty much. And I want to look at what she's looking at in the water.
All you see is a reflection.
But does the reflection look like weird halfling, or does it look like Kita?
You see a reflection of the strange halfling in front of you.
Don't much like things I don't understand.
When will my reflection show?
There's
You're not my sister.
She has to be your sister, though. How would she know all of the things she knows?
I don't know, but look, I'm just not convinced. And with
I
all
would
the weird
rather
stuff.
I would rather think that she is your sister than think that, someone knows her entire brain. Like all of the things that ask her a whole bunch more questions.
I need to sleep first.
Okay, that's fine.
Although, I will get up, go see if maybe, you know, if this strange halfling is someone else.
Oh, I'm a prisoner now.
Mhm.
Maybe we could like shackle her to a cot or something so she can rest and we can question her after.
So I'm Jeffrey now?
Minus the child leash.
Alright, so what do you... So
I want to
you're-
be shackled. I don't want to be shackled. You're getting shackled.
So you're
Still
going
wanna
to
be
suggest...
shackled.
You're going to suggest taking her as a prisoner?
Yes. We don't always get to choose who shackles us.
I don't always want to be shackled.
Hey, you know, Axel's got an idea.
We would know for sure if she was my sister or not.
And so you make that suggestion, and without any disagreement from you, a party of the rebels steps out, a couple of them brandishing weapons, and they approach you, Kita. We must shackle you and put you in a cell for our safety.
You know who I am.
You have
No,
no
we
idea
don't.
who you are.
I'm Kita.
So you say, but you do not appear to be her. So for our safety, we are going to take you prisoner. Are you going to come peacefully?
Yes.
Probably not my sister.
And with that, you are shackled and led into the renegade's hideout and put inside a prison cell.
Jimmy would never allow this.
And as you lay down,
Why is he not in chat right now?
as you lay down,
He's posting memes on Facebook. He's awake.
as you lay down, and sleep finally overcomes you, that last thought in your mind, Jimmy would never do this. Sitting in a room
Oh no!
Elsewhere in-
no! Don't
elsewhere
do
in the
it!
Sultan city,
No! Don't
Yes!
do it!
Yes.
No!
Do
the
it.
guard
do it,
receives
do
a
it.
letter that he opens up and begins to read.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
My dearest Jimmy,
No.
I hope this letter finds you well.
Oh god. I
The
can't.
scorpions that attacked the city were most dangerous. I think one of the cameras got on.
Yep.
Nope. It was my fault.
Yes, it was. Sit down.
I don't want to sit down.
Did you replug it?
It came undone by the, hold on one second.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
She didn't want to be on screen when this happened. I know
So
what
you
happened.
took me out with you.
I know what
Thanks.
happened. Did you
I
plug in the
think
side
I'm
over
gonna
there?
make her Scottish.
Where is it at?
Should be just underneath where your
I
foot
think
is.
Zooming's not gonna be Scottish.
Right here.
That seems to be what's working.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. I got it. There.
It
It's going
seems
back
to be
in.
the
I will
accent
reset the
sticking.
camera and then we will get back to reading a letter.
Thank you, Jesus.
Chat demanded it. I am giving chat what they demanded.
House president is one of all the things.
There we go. So,
Sudrock interlude, yes.
my dearest Jimmy, I hope this letter finds you well. The scorpions that attacked the city were most dangerous, but I am confident in your combat skills. You may have heard our companion Ash has perished when we were ambushed in town. It has given me insight that I do not want to waste any moment of time we could have together. Unfortunately, I'm currently under request of the Sultan to remain within the palace, while Ash's death is investigated. So I would be unable to meet you for the drinks that I have promised. If you are amiable, I would invite you to spend some time with me here at the palace. I eagerly await your
Ayo.
response. Yours truly, Kita Hilltopper.
Topple.
What's up, Jackaboom?
Thank you for the
Thank
follow.
you for the follow. And on Jimmy's face, a smile slowly creeps up. as he remembers a dance on the tables in the bar, and how he missed his chance to hang out with you for drinks then.
This is gold.
Dreams of hanging out, dreams of what might be in the future roll through your mind as everybody sleeps. Waking in the morning, everybody feeling refreshed.
You still want to romance it again.
Not many of Joe's games anymore.
You wake up refreshed, and there is a bit of a commotion out in the main room.
Oh. Commotion, you say?
A bit. You can dream of all the fireball you want. Because sometimes fireball does happen. It is. Yes, the drama is imaginary, the blush is real.
Yes.
If you stick around long enough, Jackaboom,
See,
you can actually cast fireball at
I
us.
have really eloquent thoughts in my head. I just can't verbalize them.
You do. And as the three of you wake from your slumber and make your way out into the main room, there is a bit of a commotion as you hear a bunch of people talking to themselves, almost arguing, and you hear, "But why is she in there? I don't remember why we put her in there."
I have run over and what's going on?
And as you do, you notice your sister is in jail.
Kita, what are you doing in there?
Didn't we put the strange...
There was a strange halfling here who said she was
That
you.
was me!
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was!
She was uglier than you.
You are much prettier.
That's probably
God.
my...
Oh,
Yes! Yeah! Thank you, Axel, so much!
Hot! Oh, yes, this is happening.
No, please, no.
It got clipped.
I hate you guys so much.
You love us and you know it.
This is why I did all my dating before I was with her in the group.
This is probably my favorite magic burst so far.
Well, can we let her out? It obviously was some kind of cloaking magic.
Can we trust her? We don't
Yes.
even know why she was in there.
Well,
We don't even know how the other one got out.
They didn't get out. It was me the entire time.
No,
They
this
disguised her.
person that was here, none of us knew who she was. And now you're here, and nobody saw the transition. This is strange. We're going to have to find a new place. We've been found out.
No, that's not what's going on. I don't think, at least.
can we roll persuasion?
You
Or wait, we don't know.
guys don't even realize it.
That might not be a bad idea then, although
When
I
they're a
think-
stranger, faces are ugly when you're alone.
I don't know.
But they do indeed let her out, as she is not considered a threat.
Question, did it change her actual appearance or just our perception of her?
Alright, well, I think we should, do we want to go back to the doorway and how can we help with your assault on this cultist locale?
Oh, halfling puberty is a strange thing. I guess we can learn it from Kita.
Oh, Axel.
Told you it took you longer to mature.
He's just savage recently. That is
He
fact.
has been.
All right. So yes,
Starting to
you
think
guys
he
are
doesn't
now
love me anymore.
reunited with your sister.
Now he's being
Unsure
more
who that
savage.
strange halfling was that was there previously,
No idea.
and she keeps insisting it was herself.
I think you got struck on the head.
You know what? I clearly am the one in the wrong here, and I don't wasn't actually the one.
I'm still not convinced it's you then. She's using logic. It's obviously not my adopted sister.
But how would she know about that shrine you have in your bedroom?
There's no shrine in the
Yes, there was.
Not my sister.
What would you guys like to do now?
And you had an entire notebook that you were supposed to be studying with that had Utgar and Katie written in little hearts all over the place.
Shut up.
Oh, did she write her name with his last name?
Yes, she did.
Shut up!
I'm really liking this group.
Katie Boulderkin did have a nice ring to it now.
Actually, it does.
Bet he'd like my axe.
But you like his.
He's got a pole arm.
Tell me more! Do you have a backhoe?
Jerk! You jerk.
You're welcome.
I should know better.
Alright, well, I would like to ask our two original friends from this group what we can do to help with their assault on this cultist stronghold.
Oh, we need to stake out the place and figure out the layout and all of that stuff before we can do anything.
Do we want to go back in there, or do we want to...
I don't think it wise that we do a large-scale invasion of the home anyhow, as it might cause damage to the rest of the city. I think right now spying on it would be best.
Alright,
Unless, of course, you have
dude,
other
my
ideas.
window's closed. What the hell?
What?
Someone's posting food porn in chat.
I want to see.
What
You
else
wouldn't like it,
can
it's
we
probably
do?
spicy. Because Dom made it, it's probably juicy.
Still looks good.
Well, do we go back to the palace then?
And see how much trouble everybody's in.
More or less.
See how much trouble we may be in for being gone.
Right?
There's also the question of all your missing
I
gear,
really
too.
want to
That's-
get my stuff.
I want to ask our,
And the thing is,
friends, when we were dropped off in there, all of our gear was gone. A lot of it was magically enhanced. We need to get it back. Unless you have any ideas.
We're not ready to invade yet, but a small party might be able to make their way through the home unnoticed.
I don't think we could help with that. We're pretty noticeable ourselves.
We don't even know what we're looking for.
I give them a list of all of our missing magical gear.
Pretty sure he's not gonna miss their butts for our listener.
I mean, unless anyone else can possibly think of a way to get our gear back, I am well and truly stumped in character and out. Unless we go, try and raid the home, which we were just advised not to do.
No, they
No.
said they're not ready to do it.
They didn't say anything about us doing it.
I mean, we could try, and I could try using that same ritual to try and find your stuff.
And just sneak through?
We'll try.
Alright, let's do it. What's the worst that could happen?
We all die.
TPK! You know, we
They
haven't
put
had
us
one
back
of those
in
yet.
the dungeon.
It's kind of about time we had a TPK editor.
You know, Dr. Leach, you are absolutely correct.
I agree with Dr. Leach. Oh, that's a scary thought. Guys, I think I need... I've gone too far. Like Penny in that one episode of Big Bang Theory. Sure, let's go get drinks at the tap. Wait. That's Howard.
The thing is, watching it, and they're watching it, but they're watching it from where? Because if they're watching it from where we showed them, they're not going to see crap.
Yes, please do mark it on the calendar.
So if they're are they just watching it from outside more? Because
They
can't-
haven't, all of the personnel seems to be present.
Well, I say we go in.
I mean, they haven't even had this information for 24 hours.
I know, but what I'm saying is the information that we can get them in there, but it's not going to help them see anything because it goes from the dungeon.
Well,
Just saying.
I say we go through the doors and figure it out from there. Thoughts?
Yeah.
If I can help you guys find your stuff.
Oh, wait, Keita, don't you have her ring? Blue Wind's ring that goes to her collar?
Yeah.
Can I see it? I try to unlock Blue Wind's collar. The same way I did.
Remember how you unlocked the other collar?
Yeah, I didn't need the ring.
Right.
I want to try and unlatch it that way.
Do you remember how you got the other collar off?
How tall are you?
5'9".
You might have to kneel down. I'm trying to get your collar off.
Almost fit cross-legged crooked.
Okay. I try and pick the little latch on her collar.
No.
Dink! It's off!
Thank you.
You're welcome. 9 o'clock.
Okay. A lot of the other folks around there are kind of looking at you strange.
Look, where I come from, it's not right to treat another person like less than a person. I get that's your culture here, but something as exotic and mystical as Blue Wind should not be caged for someone else's personal gain.
We weren't saying anything other than the fact that it's weird.
Oh, just, putting my 2 cents in.
Hey, Darkness, good to see you here.
Hello.
Glad you could join us.
So, yeah, that's my spiel.
So yes, you are now uncollared. You guys have decided you're going to go through the doorway and see what's up at the mansion.
Yes. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't see where else we can go.
About 20-25 minutes passes as you make your way back up the tunnel, back through the caves, keeping an eye on the ceiling, but none of the ceiling seems to attack you this time.
I feel like it would be a good cliffhanger too.
And you make your way into this prison cell that you guys were in previously. What was the code to get through again?
Left down, up, left down.
And you hear the click, click, click. And you watch as the scene for the door opens or appears in front of you.
Ladies first.
Okay. I will go in first.
Maybe you want to check for traps.
I will go in first and check for traps on my way.
Roll investigation.
Because you're smart like that, I wouldn't think of it. Oh.
Yeah, that's a grand total of an 8.
It looked like a 20 from where I was sitting.
As you
That is most definitely not a
The way the light hits it, I can see.
As you look at it, you're like, cool, this is a neat looking door. And you push,
Yep.
and it doesn't move. And you look, and there's no handle. And then you're like, maybe if, and you grab both of the seams on it and finally slide the thing to the side to your right. And it opens up into what looks to be like a well-crafted underground tunnel.
Okay.
This is definitely masonry as opposed to carved stone.
I made you shackles.
It was very specifically made with purpose. And as you look to your left and your right, it is also fairly well lit. And there are doors spaced about every 40 feet on the left and right hand side of the tunnel as you look left. You turn to your right and you see another series of doors, about 5 of them, left and right hand side, spaced out. At the end of each direction,
Yep.
you see a tunnel that goes in the same, or a hallway I should say, that heads in the same direction. If you turn left, it goes right. If you turn right, it goes left. And it's fairly well lit down here. And it's quiet.
When I'm going to talk in a hushed tone. Lewin, when do you want to do your ritual?
Yay, coffee and donuts for everybody!
Ooh.
My eyes will be glazed over.
Well, I can start now and it'll last for 10 minutes. Well, we look.
Might as
We'll
well.
have to do it again in 10
I
minutes.
agree.
That's fine.
Well, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes for the ritual and then.
You take 10 minutes, and this entire hallway lights up like Christmas lights.
Oh boy.
Every single one of those doors has the same transmutation magic that you're familiar with from the room you just exited.
Oh, lovely.
So we're in a
I would
dungeon.
say that.
I said, so we're in a dungeon.
We're in a
Makes me wonder
magic
that-
dungeon.
A magical dungeon.
Yeah, I mentioned that out loud. Oh boy.
And by your count, there are easily a dozen of these rooms.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Dr. Lee, shots fired.
Whoa.
Oh.
Jeez.
This is true. That was not Axel, that was Twiz.
That doesn't surprise me either.
So what would you guys like to do at the moment?
Well, do these doors have any like slits in them, or they're solid?
You guys see the scene on the wall for each of them.
Do we just start systematically going through each one, or do we go to the end of this hall first?
I would say systematically, because if we can find them right away.
Right. Okay. We start with the first one to the left.
As you walk up to the first door on your left, you reach in and you go to slide it, similar to the door that you guys just used.
Yeah.
And as the door starts to open, there is a pungent smell that comes out of this room. It's the smell of refuse, it's the smell of damp, it's the smell of something that has been very unkempt for a long time. And you hear
Close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, close it. Huh?
and
No.
next time we get together, we will see what is behind door number 1.
Nope.
Behind door number 1 is a no.
Thank you
Nope.
everybody for
Cartoons make
joining
that
us
noise.
today. We had a lot of fun having you here. I hope you guys had fun watching us. And what kind of announcements do we have? Thank you goes out to Syrinscape.
Yep.
Thank you goes out to Legend Craft for their newest sponsorship. Jackaboom, yes, thank you for joining us. Glad to see a new face here. Speedy, I'm glad you had fun. Jaded, we will see you later. Tomorrow, actually, you know what? Stick around a second. We're going to find somebody to raid. If anybody's got a suggestion for who we're going to raid, please say it now while I'm giving a couple more thank yous. Legend Craft, like I said, thank you to those guys for their newest sponsorship. If you haven't checked them out, please do. Last one here.
Oh, I don't get a thank you. I see how it is.
Thank you for the sub, Loxy.
There you go.
Thank you.
Tomorrow is going and another resub.
Woo!
Thank you, Nagvara. Tomorrow is going to be Dragon's Discourse. We will be continuing our world building project. So if you have ideas that you want to see in a brand new world that will become open for anybody and everybody to use, please come join us tomorrow and help craft it as we're doing this from the ground up. Yes, Grouch Couch is doing reruns. I'm looking for somebody who's live. And yeah, anybody who's got a suggestion, otherwise I'm just going to find somebody at random. Because that sounds like fun too.
Everyone I follow is rerunning at the moment. Nobody's live.
Ooh. Let's see. Let's find somebody who has next to nobody watching now. Wednesday this week is Band of Wanderers. see here. Somebody random.
Oh, there's someone named Probably Spooky playing their first D&D campaign ever, and they have 1 viewer.
Okay, that sounds like the perfect thing. Spell me their name.
Probably Spooky. PROBABLY SPOOKY''S. Wait, no, there's no apostrophe S.
Alright, we're going to raid Probably Spooky and give them a whole bunch of people. Just because, why not?
Did you find them?
Here we go. We're going to raid somebody new.
Woo!
There we go.
Aww.
Oh, is he back?
We're waiting for Kyle's here now. This is my first D&D campaign. Please don't judge how bad it is.
Okay, Kyle.
So,
it's your time to shine now. It's your time to shine.
You're currently tied up outside. This big old orc or half ogre. This big old half ogre is keeping watch on you, and you wake up. You don't know where you're at. You don't know what's going on. You don't know anything.
You're so kind.
Confused. All you know is that you must kill.
Alright,
Hit him
so
with
there we
the
go.
bad
I suppose